Oh gosh, okay.
Oh boy.
So as you have grabbed the shoulder of Magistrate Lin, he sort of freezes up in fear, but then he almost like sees it's you, and he asks, "Did you get the note?"
What?
Do I hear that?
Yeah, he doesn't say it too quietly.
The note. You mean
The note and the key.
what did it say?
Help me.
Oh right, cool. Just confirming. Well,
Is the
What's-
celestial thing? Do I see anything happening in the thing?
No.
I'm going to come
Stationary.
with me. I'm going to bring him back
Okay,
over.
okay. He seems like a trusting dog. He's kind of scared.
I'm like standing in the door to the like cargo container, like watching
Yeah.
The magistrate sent the note.
to explain. I'm saying to magistrate,
What's wrong?
explain what's going on.
It only recently started to happen, and I only recently started putting things together, but I realized that everyone's in great danger. Well, at least, the youth of this nation are growing more fiery than the previous generation, and I can't stop, like, something's going on. Snakes are in the bed. I don't know how else to say it, but there's been a conspiracy going on. I've tried to stay calm, waiting for some knights to come to assist someone in a neutral party, but there are ears everywhere in the Holy Republic and all the Melody Collective. I can't talk to anyone about this. But when the Ammonites died, there was an opportunity.
What is in this container?
I have no idea.
You just
I am a face and a diplomat of this group. Hilda handles all my finer details. Cutting away from that. As we cut back to the room with the bodies. You guys are inspecting this and you realize the body isn't bleeding.
I bet she's up to some things about Hilda.
And you
Now that I'm
see,
thinking about it,
you see
it's
the
not
skin.
about-
I was wondering.
You see the skin still open there. But as you're taking a moment to think about this, you hear the doors to the room.
I thought she did mending.
Yeah, sorry, the wound is gone.
Okay.
But you do hear the doors to the room. Oh.
I have my sword. I just have my sword drawn. I was like,
Yeah, aren't you right next to the door?
no, because she
No,
can't
you
hear.
walked
Yeah,
over.
I had to cut the wrist.
I'm
Yeah.
like, have it to the side, like turn around.
You see coming up the steps, just carrying like the paper pad that she always has with her. You see Hilda, the assistant to the magistrate. She like sort of pauses for a moment and just like grabs her chest and like kind of like a shocking moment sees both of you. I guess you have access to this room. I just didn't expect to see you at night.
Well, we had gotten done with the tour and then eaten and had so much other things that we had done today that we just wanted to come back and have a check. I was wanting to do some stuff. I didn't quite trust some of our party members, but this one here, I do trust.
She like kind of squints her eyes under her glasses for a second, like you could tell she's checking out, but she doesn't hide it, Can you roll persuasion? I mean, it's not necessarily a lie of what you're doing here. A persuasion check, please.
21.
21. I understand that. I'm just doing my usual checks before bed. I need to make sure that the bodies haven't decayed anymore. They seem to have a miraculous sort of... I guess I didn't notice that. Do Amber Knights always have their weapons on them? And she almost like calmly walks towards the corpses.
We weren't exactly. We were a little surprised by you coming in. You were pretty silent and.
Little feet, as you might understand. She kind of like tilts up her heel,
Yes, that is true. I have quite silent one myself.
I would like to say that I am the strongest member of the group. If someone were to attack, I would like to protect my friends. And I am very diligent about going to do so, but you're fine. It's you.
I mean, hope no one would dare attack the magistrate's manor. Not many people know the Amber Knights are here. Well, I guess after walking outside in a massive stag running through the city, maybe it's more noticeable now, but who knows? She goes over to the body of Verity, and she sort of like holds her paper out, flips through her notes, and just takes out like a little like quill pen that she has and flips it over and just sort of like pokes the flesh of the body slightly, kind of like testing resistance or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
No chains. We've been like this since the magical accident. We're not entirely sure what's going on.
Insight.
Roll insight.
Yeah, insight as well.
Roll insight.
23.
22.
She's not lying, but it's something about the way she says it nonchalantly. She's not worried.
Hilda, I know I've been bugging you the entire day, really, about varying different topics related to this. It's just we prefer to be thorough. Have you seen anything like this before?
Fossick has miraculous magical properties that are usually unrecorded. New things manifest, new conjurations. Sometimes it can summon a creature from far realms, sometimes it can turn someone's skin purple. It is a chaotic power. I haven't seen something like this happen before. But I don't put it past Fossick to have strange magical effects like this. She takes more notes. She pushes up her glasses and goes over to the other body, Alexia. She sort of brushes the hair out of her face. Maybe it jostled whenever you were using the wrist and checking the body, but she pushes the little hair and takes her pin and presses into the soft bit of the neck over there. It's like a dead sleep, isn't it? They look so peaceful, but yet their body does not turn to dirt. Doesn't decay. At least not slowly. I somewhat assumed it was because of your Amber Knights traditions. Maybe your ritual powers.
I don't think so. This is strange, even beyond what I have seen.
Magic is changing in this world. A lot of changes are happening. I wouldn't be surprised if it surprises or scares us sometimes. Maybe it's just a new form of death. Maybe. Far away from you guys. In this moonlit dark room in the middle of the night. Cutting back to the downstairs. Magistrate Lynn is sweating.
Why did you give us a key to something you did not know was contained?
What is wrong?
I took this key from her personal desk as I thought something was going on. She always has her documents on her, but I found this key and
Hilda?
Hilda.
Right. Well,
I'm telling you, it's the youth of this nation, or at least the city of Umberland. Something's happening, or there's some sort of conspiracy. He seems a little wild, a little crazed almost, like he's been packing in this intense fear.
I'm looking at him with this trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Trying to figure out what is his deal.
Roll insight check for me.
Okay.
I have no doubt that she's walking these halls now, using her access to do something, and I can't do anything about it. Exposing her would put me in the line, my family in the line, and I don't know who she talks to. I don't know who has her ears or who listens to her. What did you roll?
13.
13. He seems worried. Seems a little bit scared. That's about it. Oh no. Wait. Now that I think about it. Arbiter Alexia, she got quiet in the last few days. She was a bit more reserved. They had stayed in an apartment not far from the manor, but they visited often. I think she was training the Verity the other night to be an arbiter as well, but it was almost like her mood changed. It's like Arbiter Alexia grew colder, more reserved. She didn't crack jokes that she was used to, and before I knew it, before I could really get worried, the explosion happened. I don't know how it happened, but I, as the magistrate, don't know what the fuck is going on.
Can I see the source of the celestial?
Mm-hmm.
Like, was it
It seemed to come from the center of the machine.
the close, step out and close the container?
Whatever's in there is beyond my understanding of the machinery, and
It contains some sort of celestial? Does that mean anything to you?
starts thinking, starts rubbing his hair, pushing his hair back and back and back and back, and he grabs for a moment, thinks, it had to have come from the capital. I don't know, this machinery is so advanced. Half the time I don't even know what new shiny doodad they bring in as a showpiece. It's like advancement so quickly I can't keep up. And when I was young, maybe, but after these years, these 10 years, I don't recognize some of these things anymore, and that scares me. That looks too new.
I don't understand. You seem to, you talk about all of the new things and you're not quite sure. It's in your building, Fossick, but you're not quite sure what it does. I don't understand that.
One of the secrets. He looks like his chin trembles. He looks like he's choking on his own words. He looks like he's forcing himself to say something he promised never to explain. So many of us don't understand any of the machinery. Those who do are fanatics. We need to move. We don't know who's listening. There could be some sort of scry orb or something. Come.
Shall we?
We must tell the other
Is there any
knights.
way to relock this thing?
Probably. You could probably sort of bring it back up and try to understand it. Take an investigation roll, though.
Okay. I mean, I want to lock this thing back up.
No.
12.
As you pull up the lock, try to figure out, it doesn't really make sense, and the magistrate speaks up, and you don't speak the language. Here, he rubs his hand against the markings, these indentations and lines, but very, very specific right turns, dots, right turn, dot. These runes made out of almost like what looks like to us like a circuitry mixed between that and hole punch binary. And he speaks with this tone, this han dika doof, and it sounds almost like the soft hum or toots of a machine or a constant. He puckers his lips and hoots a little bit and clicks his tongue, and this is the language of the Melodic Collective's faith. This is a language that has manifested into this world now. This is Tikorim, a new tongue that's spoken by few. Put your thumb here and turn to the right. Turn to the left and do so on the next ring. The key should pop out and you should be able to pull and turn. Oh, the key was in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like,
How'd you get the key out?
Remember, it got sucked in.
Yeah.
I got sucked in.
So, you do so?
Why do you want me to do it?
Oh, whatever, I'll do it. Just watch, in case I'm not around anymore. Kind of
Is it going to kill you?
no, someone else might. You're gonna,
well.
puts his thumb to the edge, turns it with his strength, and you see the wheel. And he does it to the next ring. And the key pulls out a little bit. and he grabs it, and he pushes his hand on the last ring, and then pulls the key out. And you see these chains, they glow with this almost red ember near the end of the tips of the chains, and the edge of the lock, the ring of the lock, glows with this red energy, and I don't even know how that works. They just had instructions on it, thankfully.
Unsettling.
Yeah.
So, conspiracy. You're
Yes.
concerned about Hilda doing what?
He starts moving around the room, rubbing his temples. I'm half certain that it has something to do with Agengresh. I'm half certain that something's happening. Weaponry, movement, troops.
Oh.
I'm certain that there's a danger coming.
They were trying to get into Agengresh, but they failed.
The first
Trying to
time, yes.
start.
They're
the
trying to
war
do it again. But they're the movement of weapons.
There was strange things happening. The last time I talked to the Arbiter was last week, and she said that there was a stink in the loyalty. Something's.
Were they investigating
But-
something and they got too close?
I think so. And then someone killed them. But I don't know how you kill a knight, an Amber Knight. I thought you guys were invincible.
Oh no.
So you're not sure.
I'm not sure.
Can
I'm
I
not sure.
just as like a
Yeah.
this is gonna sound really weird. Can I just insight check Max real quick? This is gonna sound
Sure.
weird. Just
Okay.
as like a last like I just want to see if
No, yeah.
anything registers on your face.
Right.
Yeah, you can go ahead and
At
roll,
all.
roll an insight
I
check.
have such a horrible theory, and that's the Amber Knights have been turned into bombs. And then when we take them back at the thing, they'll, and then that will start an invasion. Sorry, I just had it out loud. I hope not.
I got
I guess roll a d20 for me. Roll.
Here, what'd you get?
I got a 13.
Okay, I got more than that. So
Yeah.
Shit.
no matter what the roll was.
Mm.
And I'm just like,
We need to stop her. I think she's moving through the walls. She's going to do something. It's happening soon. I think.
but
Right
she's-
now?
I think she was waiting for you to come here.
What are you
she want
thinking?
us for?
What are you thinking?
Maybe give us the key.
He's like thinking, like his mind, the numbers.
It's in his mind palace.
What if the Amber Knights aren't dead? What if
We were wondering.
Hilda and
Yes.
or whoever she talks to, the network or whatever's going on, what if they wanted you to be here?
Did they know any? Oh gods.
Do you have anything with you? Here, he hands you the key. Please come with me. We need to confirm. We need to see it for ourselves. We need to go get the other knights. We need to check the bodies. Something's going on. He starts like walking away.
I hope it's not that green stone.
He's like,
Here,
walking
I'm gonna walk up and I'm be like, did you notice anything strange about the other knight's behavior, Verity?
No, not necessarily. She was a student. She followed orders good. She seemed to be buddy-buddy with Alexia.
But you said that up at the end there were
Alexia had...
changes.
Yes, Alexia was, like I said, more quiet, and I assume like you guys are kind of like, he's like pacing and like moving, but Alexia was...
I am
Yeah.
looking out for
No.
anyone.
Perception check for me, please.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm using my other die right now. Perception check.
Alexia was reserved, cold, more quiet. She was almost like she had seen something, or something was going on. She felt something.
But Verity was exhibiting no changes.
Verity, I only saw sometimes. The Arbiter and me mostly talked. The Arbiter had access to the mana.
Okay. 24.
24. Okay. Alexia could come to the manors and come and go as a diplomat. There were times when I wouldn't know if she would be in the manor. And Verity follows her orders. Maybe Alexia stumbled upon something. Maybe she told Verity. Maybe they were both investigating something. And that's why they got so quiet and reserved. And maybe someone found out and caught them in the blast of the detonation of the factory. And I swear that girl knows something. That girl knows something she's not telling us. You know, I'm not even sure Hilda's her real name. And that seems a little paranoid to you, but he's like paranoid. But she comes and goes. She talks to all the guards. I give her missions, and whenever I go and talk to the staff, the guards, they feel standoffish. They feel like they look at me, they hear me, but they don't listen to me. Feels like she's the one that controls it. I felt powerless for so long, and then the explosion happened. After the Arbiter was getting suspicious, she goes missing. And next thing I know, it feels like I have no power. It feels like after the explosion, it was Hilda giving all the orders to the city. People started to get to work again, I guess, but then I started to see more faces, more armored faces, more soldiers. Not Umberland guards anymore, but people that seem like they are military moving to the city. He just starts thinking quietly. He's like trying to grasp at strings, at threads, at something.
Have you had an opportunity to examine the bodies very thoroughly?
Well, when my mortician came across them, he had said a few words to me. The death was unlike any other. They had taken damage, but the wounds sealed on their own over time. They had closed. The corpses mended themselves. And then he had tried to do a study on their blood or the fluids, and nothing changed. It was strange. It was like they hadn't moved, and when I had gone to talk to him, I couldn't find him. Hilda said he was sick. They said he caught something secondary from the magical effects of the Fossick, and he's dead, isn't he? He's dead. They're all
Let's
dead.
go see the bodies.
Right, let's go.
He's like,
I'm like
Speed walking?
I'm
Yeah.
holding him,
Yeah.
by the way. Like
No,
this
yeah.
whole time I have been, and
Yeah.
I am looking.
Amber Knight grip.
Speed walking to the body
I'm ready to
room.
just stab Hilda, which Helena doesn't know.
Yeah, cutting back to the other room.
Oh boy.
Hilda finishes writing some of these things, saying that she knew nothing about the Fossick effects that could create this, but as she comes around to the other side of the bodies, looking out through the window, looking to the explosion site, kind of like opposite the coffins, to where she's kind of like between the doorways and you. She's like just finding her last notes and like dotting it with this ink pen, this ink quill pen. You haven't noticed anything strange about them, have you? Maybe something that we haven't noticed. And I don't know if your Amber loyalty has any sort of techniques when it comes to identifying secrets of bodies like this.
Well,
Just that they're not fully dead.
they are not corpses at all.
Really?
At least they do not respond to spells like corpses do.
Can I cast, oh gosh, where the hell is it? Hold on. Where's Divine Sense? Yeah, Divine Sense. Because I want to see if they're undead. I think we haven't checked for that, have we?
No.
Yeah.
You don't need to cast it necessarily, you just
It's just-
sense it up.
Ping it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
ping it out.
It's just
Zoom, zoom,
I look at them really hard.
zoom.
Are they celestial, fiend, or undead?
You do sense almost like a bit of like celestial, like the residue on Alexia next to you.
Makes sense.
You don't sense any of that celestial residue on on Verity next to her. But like the bodies feel different. Like Alexia feels, maybe it's because her celestial nature, but she feels like so like cold in the presence, you know? And maybe it's because Verity didn't finish her practices, but Verity doesn't feel like that sort of same stuff.
So they don't feel undead?
No, they do not feel undead.
Well, they are not undead. They are somewhere in limbo, perhaps, of life and death, or they've been even turned into objects without being objects?
Because they were mending worked on them, but they were not a corpse, at least in a way that the spell would work on them.
This has the stink of strange death magic to it. From a follower of maybe Eberkin or something like that. God of Death has many strange magics that can do stuff like this, I assume? Maybe.
I do not know much about death magic myself, so I would not be able to tell you.
I suppose not.
The only thing I can think of is a connection to wild magic, but...
Perhaps two magics collided, and it caused a strange effect that we haven't seen before.
I mean, it might as well. It could have also been Fossick interacting with, like you said earlier, the Amber Knight magics. I've never really seen an Amber Knight be in an explosion of Fossick before, or heard of it.
It's the first time, I suppose.
Yes, so it could just be something that interacted with our magic that is unheard of.
Absolutely. Would you guys you wouldn't expect them of being in the room, so would you just open the door to check the bodies without stopping at the doorway?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're chilling with Hilda. Hilda's
Yeah.
our...
I am walking on purpose right
Yeah.
now.
I still have my hand on
Yeah.
the magistrate, though.
Hilda sort of
I don't expect anyone to be in the room, though, so I'm not gonna
Hilda looks at her notes. Does this symbol make any sense to you? It seems
I
to,
look over.
as I guess you look at Hilda's notes. She has schematics, not schematics, but scientific notes. You know, she's clearly very smart, but she has notes and some sort of symbol, like a magic arcane rune carved into it. This rune is strange. It's a strange magical rune. Not immediately familiar, but maybe you could roll religion or arcana, either of you.
Yeah, religion.
Da 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 da. 15.
12.
12. 12, it's kind of hard to tell, but with a 15, you definitely get the idea that this rune has a natural but ancient feel to it. Not primordial, but a natural sort of... It is of magic which is connected to the old gods, the higher gods, the sort of gods of Polynir's court, Lorana, Eberkin, and also of the other gods. It has that ancient nature to it, but it also seems a little weird. Like its tips of the rune look almost frayed out into points near each end, and it almost looks like a strange kind of curled in. With a line through it, and the tips and the ends where the ink end sort of frail out like thread being torn from string. This mark was scorched into an area near one of the walls. A mark that was all that was left in the factory. I'm not entirely sure, though, who could tell about it.
She's actually going to try casting guidance on herself and praying for a moment and try looking at the symbol again.
Okay.
I was actually going to ask if my connection to, essentially being a twilight state between life and death because of my sorcery.
Yeah.
Could I...
If you want to access
into something?
Your sorcery instincts, your power of connection to magic, you're allowed to do that. I would like you to simply make me a charisma check, please.
Charisma check.
What'd you
Was
roll?
it 21?
21. And what was which was that? Sorry.
Wait, what?
What
Oh,
roll did-
religion.
Religion. Okay.
Yeah, she was using religion check, and she specifically used guidance on herself.
With a religion check. You're thinking about it. It does feel somehow connected to the god of death. Eberkin's focus is channeling magic, of shepherding the souls into the next life. But it doesn't have the regality, it doesn't have the natural beauty that comes with Eberkin's thesis of death, kind of. His casters, his clerics, they are kind shepherds. This seems corrupted or changed in some way, but has that hint to it. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 13.
As you roll a 13, you're sort of accessing something you haven't done in a long time, but you're feeling maybe a little desperate right now. Maybe a little bit. Like, there's truths that you can't see and people are lying to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, not feeling it. You're not feeling it. But as you sense out, as you feel this moment, as you open your mind, you think about it. This magic, this rune, it does feel strange. It does feel altered. It does look like that. There's magic. You can feel it by looking at this rune. You can feel it. But not just by looking at this rune, but you can feel it almost around you. It's been so long since you accessed these powers, but tapping into your connection to Arcana, looking at this rune, it's like a focus in front of you. You feel, you smell, you taste it. Death. A twinge. A tinge of betrayal. A tinge of broken. A tinge of chaos. A tinge of mixing. A tinge of the same sort of shadow. The same power. The same greed that followers of the twin god of Apollonier Umbrus are known to sort of use. Umbrus is, of course, the traitor god, the dark shadow knight, the twin brother Apollonier that abandoned him. His disciples are lone wolves, traitors. They leave their groups. They live for themselves. They live for greed. They live for this. But when a knight of Umbrus is created, when a mage of Umbrus was created, they must depart the trust of another faith. They must take it behind, and they gain this unique power of almost corruption, altercation. They can change the magic power. Often, when Amber Knights, like, though it's rare, betray the loyalty, they become Knights of Umbrus, almost by default, becoming this Oathbreaker class of knight. And as you feel this in this moment, you do hear the doors open.
So, okay, just to clarify before we get here. So this is a mark of Umbrus.
It is a mark that is corrupted by Umbrus magic. It is a mark of Eberkin, the death god.
Okay, mark of Eberkin.
Corrupted by him.
So it is essentially
Corrupted by an Umbrus magic.
it's like the equivalent of a spell that was only used by probably clerics of death that has now been torn apart and put back together by Umbrusian magic.
Okay.
And
I feel like I was like in the middle of like a, I think I know.
Can I have casted guidance on myself?
Yeah, you could have. The doors open, and you see, like, coming up the stairs, kind of led by the magistrate, you see your other two companions. They have the magistrate, and, like, you could see this owl, you can see Gwyn, hand on the shoulder of the magistrate.
I like
But, yeah.
when you see her, she's like looking around, then her eyes lock onto Hilda.
Yeah, we
with
see
an
Hilda.
intensity.
But as you look at Hilda instantly, as that intensity instantly, like, is noticed in this moment, there's something else. There's something else that's quite clear. As over your eyes, your owl eyes widen slightly. Your face, your jaw opens for a moment as your hand goes maybe a little bit loose of shock, as a shadow in the moonlight looms, rising behind the pair as the moonlight blocks out for but a moment. As you turn, standing in her own grave, is Verity, alive and well.
What the fuck?
As she stands there, and as you all turn, there's but a second of like, what the fuck?
I cast hold person on Hilda.
You cast hold person on Hilda.
On Hilda.
Hilda makes a wisdom save or Christmas save.
Hang on, let me find it.
Oh, I don't
Wisdom.
fucking counterspell. Shit.
Wisdom save. That's a 15.
Fails.
Fails. He'll then like turn towards you and turn back for a moment, not getting to see what just happened. Just like as you see like orange energy sort of cloak her. The magistrate's like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm looking at Verity. I'm like,
Verity is like looking at her own limbs standing up with her armor.
Can I draw my sword?
Yeah, you can. Absolutely. In this moment, it's
Like
like
cast death ward on herself real
Yeah.
quick. She's like,
I'm drawing my rapier.
What's going on?
you all draw your rapier and she holds her hand steady and she pulls from her palm that green crystal that only one of you recognizes. But you're all looking at her, obviously. And she says, she looks at everyone in front of her. I'm alive. That's amazing. Her red skin back to the correct tone, her horns curled, her hair put back, but it flows over her shoulders. She's still in her regalia armor, her dress. But there's like a surprise in her eyes. You can also get like passive insights easily.
Oh my god.
Family. Knights of the Amber Loyalty.
Max is like shaking as he's holding the whole person. And he's like,
She fails to escape. She steps down from the casket and like, my love. And you all turn as you're like, what the fuck?
So
And you
this is
turn and
how-
she's locking eyes with Max.
Oh, I see. So this is the one. Interesting. I suppose the
Were you hiding something about her?
rumors.
he's tunnel vision
Yeah.
on Verity right now.
Please.
It's just the
And I
rumors
saw
were
the
true
shadow
then.
like part of her, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I could probably make a connection. It's not like far-fetched for me to make a connection between
like
this and
like
this
she
Umbra
when she
symbol.
rose from the crypt, there was like a shadow that silhouetted her and almost like
Okay.
hung to her. But as soon as she steps from the casket, it like she passes into the moonlight like once more, like stepping down and becoming human with you guys, or becoming mortal once
Yes.
again. But right now, her eyes are locked with Max, like deadlocked. Like they look at each other with your insights. They know each other so well.
Oh.
Master, what did you lie to us about?
Still looking at
So-
Verity.
The rumors were true then.
Calm yourselves,
someone.
knights. You do not understand the full story yet.
Then you better explain. And Master, take away that spell from Hilda.
No, I'm not quite sure about that.
Why?
It's very long.
The magistrate
story.
has theories.
Magistrate's just like, oh,
I sort of lead him
Yes.
further into the room so we can get,
Grand conspiracies
Are you
that
sure you can trust him?
line up with the deaths of.
I'm not sure I can trust this walking corpse.
do not fear, I am not a corpse.
Can I
You're a betrayer.
insight
You
check
can roll insight check.
on this?
There is no betrayal here. There is only strange magic. She looks towards you.
What happened?
So much, so quickly. More than I thought could happen in a single day. More than I thought I could experience in a lifetime. But, my love, I know now that I wanted you more than anything. Nothing was worth it if it wasn't for you. You see like a tear roll down her cheek that comes from her eyes, her glistening, beautiful green eyes, and they goes down her cheek. Tell me you haven't lost.
Stepping closer to her as I'm still holding Hilda over there.
She still fails.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
she's held for a minute.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Tell me you haven't forgotten. Like, at this point, like, she is so focused, Helena, on on Max here. She cannot answer your question. Her emotions are whelming. You see in her, what did you roll for your insight?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Interesting. I do have something to whisper to you. I do have something to whisper to you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let me get my.
All
Alright.
There's so much happening right now.
And the urge to cast sleep on her at 4th level is very strong.
Oh my gosh!
I also cast Shatter.
Oh my gosh!
I don't. She immediately does not trust this person.
Wow.
Because she thinks that her master is charmed by an evil spirit.
Tell me you still love me.
I do, my heart.
She smiles. The near death wasn't in vain. When everything was so close, when the world was closing in, I couldn't help myself but think about you. The nights we were there, the nights we spent, the looks we gave each other across the room all these years. I want you to know I was always thinking of you and I couldn't reach out. The loyalty, it asks a lot. It asks so much. What I'm about to say won't be hard, won't be easy, but it will be very heavy.
What is it?
It's the truth I have found. The truth I discovered while here. Understand carefully. What I say here must be understood clearly. Master Arbiter Alexia, she has done something. She has become more unhinged, more willing to do danger. Her loyalty corrupts her vision and she can't realize that she's going down a hypocritical path to destruction. When I tried to speak to her about this, when I tried to explain, we started arguing. We went to the factory. I tried to save us. But the explosion of Fossick, it did something. But I knew what I gave you. I knew the item. It might work, but it might be slow, I hoped. I heard every word. I felt your hand. My deep sleep, my deep death, as it's called, was only limited for but a moment. The fire of my love kept me alive, I could tell. But if Alexia wakes up, I don't know what she'll do.
Insight on this hussy.
Roll an insight check.
Max has like hearts in his pupils right now.
8. Their emotions are so strong. You may roll insight. Yes.
Roll high. And say it out loud. Say your thoughts out loud.
Oh
Spill
my
the
god.
beans.
Keep your inside thoughts
Insight, that was a 27.
Yes,
Whoa.
yes. Say it out loud.
I actually am also going to DM you a question
Okay.
that I would like you to answer.
Y'all
There's so
just
many
whisper.
whispers this episode.
Whisper. It'll
This is crazy,
all
y'all.
come clear very soon.
Oh, yeah. Dude, this
This is
all the
insane.
conspiracies.
Insane. No,
Oh, what'd you find out in your whispers?
I'm so interested to see what happens here.
I know, this is
This is crazy, and also I'm like, my brain is not
Can I say
connecting the
it to you real
dots.
quick rather than type?
Yes, you know.
I'm not connecting the dots. Is the thing.
There are too many dots right
There
now.
are too many dots. I
There's
can't
So many, it's
connect
like a constellation map.
yeah.
We're gonna
As
What's happening?
What's happening? What's happening?
the Arbiter has corrupted and is enveloped with rage. There's a danger, and I needed you to come here. I was worried I would die, But you saved me. You followed my message. And who's this? Is this the apprentice you have trained all these years?
This is Helena.
This woman that stands before you, this red tiefling, almost like an interesting dichotomy between you two. Her horns are uncut.
Yeah.
She's elegant, she's beautiful, she's powerful.
Yeah.
She has her armor on, shows her experience, shows her path to become an arbiter, shows her path to gain that celestial power and become a member of the leadership of the Amber Loyalty. She looks towards you. What is your name? Wait. Helena.
What?
It's good to meet you. Not under these circumstances, but it is good to meet you nonetheless. My love has told me much about you. How you were the only light when I could not be there. How you were the only thing that kept him wanting to continue.
Don't speak to me with your honeyed words. You just came out of some shadow effect.
Yes, I did. I had to. It was the only way that I could avert death. You don't understand the power of an arbiter. You don't understand the danger that Alexia has, the power she wields. She was corrupted. She had become dangerous and rage-filled.
How had she become corrupted? With the magic? With thoughts?
With Umbrus. With a traitor god. With the brother of our Lord. There's no other way of putting it.
Helena. I
What?
trust her with everything. My entire being.
Dude,
Hmm.
your words mean nothing.
By now she's been walking over slowly, but she's
I'm
like
assuming I have to
over.
recast whole person.
Yeah, if you want to continue, you have to
Yeah.
recast it.
Okay, got a
But
question.
would you have enough
I have a question.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
Can
go
I
ahead. Yeah.
cast silvery barbs on a hold person? I've never used silvery barbs before.
You can essentially,
I don't have to roll.
yeah, she has to roll. You would give her disadvantage technically. But on the next roll that's on makes, you can essentially give them disadvantage and give advantage to someone else, which could be Hilda. But it's up to you. In this moment, as they stand there, as everyone in
hold
this,
person too, bitch.
the magistrate is just like, no, he's completely lost right now. She was dead. She was dead. He just whispers out, I thought she was dead. I thought she was dead. But Verity looks towards you, looks towards your hand. It's okay. She can't touch anyone.
Drop it.
Drop it.
I'll slowly cast Find. I know it's kind of silly. I'm gonna slowly cast Find Steed. I'm prepared.
Slowly casting Find Steed.
Listen,
Are you subtle spell casting Find Steed? So no one
you know what?
realizes?
Sure,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna waste a sorcery point on my stupid idea.
We'll say you're holding it. That way it could be completely unseen. It's secret. You know.
10 minutes.
10 minutes during this bullshit. I'm
Um,
going BS on all of this.
So
Hilda-
they drop.
You will be bitten by a tiger.
rawr, rawr.
Rip her head off. This hussy.
As Hilda comes to, she looks around the space. The magistrate.
I'm I have my
Tenses up.
eyes on Hilda
Yeah.
right now.
Okay. Roll another insight check as you watch Hilda. So many insight checks. Yeah, definitely take a shot every time. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Check
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Can
You-
I check on Hilda and also insight?
You may.
or
You may.
whatever?
Absolutely. Roll an insight check.
Ooh,
It's a 29.
29.
24.
24, okay. Hilda doesn't seem in shock. She's definitely cautious about what the hell's going on. She doesn't seem in shock.
Fair.
You guys can easily tell that based on the rolls. We definitely have a 29. But she turns. Fiona. As she says a name none of you have ever heard, but she points it towards Verity. And Verity sort of raises a hand. As there's this pause in this moment.
Hilda said Fiona?
Fiona.
Fiona?
like a name, Fiona, but gesturing towards Verity.
Did you give him?
Verity looks back towards Hilda. Hilda, explain to these people what is happening. As Hilda nods, Hilda sort of holds her book there and flips it open, flips through some pages. Well, as of a few weeks ago, I was talking to Verity. That's what you call her. I know her as Fiona.
Okay.
But Hilda, in this moment of passive insight, she's definitely trying to speak carefully here. Maybe clearly, or maybe hiding something. But Hilda speaks. I spoke to Verity about the dangers coming, about the hypocritical nature that the Arbiter possesses and the threats coming. I told her of my own concerns, and she seemed receptive. We spoke in secret a few times, and eventually the Arbiter was growing more and more suspicious about our activities, but we did not know we could trust her, or that she would believe us, or what we were doing. So I and Verity thought it'd be best if anything happens, she has access to a magic to keep her alive in death. So I used my research and assets to acquire a spell of Evacon, the god of death. So upon death, it would activate. And I gave her such a spell, and it seems that the conflict did occur. And that all went down. Though there's a danger in all this. The danger is that the Arbiter might be an example of the rest of the leadership of the Amber Loyalty. She's always in close connection with the other leadership. And it is unusual for an Arbiter to die, but Verity, Fiona, shared my thoughts that the Loyalty was perhaps planning something, and its leadership was making moves. So we thought it'd be better to act. And Verity kind of like waves a hand. Precisely. The sneaking around in the shadows, all this, it is for the protection of the Loyalty, the betterment of the Loyalty, and to stop out this corruption. It seems that the Loyalty itself has been filled with tarnish. I have messaged you many times, Max, in secret. I have messaged you once or twice to ask you to help me, to help keep me safe. I've done the same for you. You know of my concerns, at least somewhat. I could not take the rest that our mail was being intercepted, though. So, if it means anything, what I'm about to tell you is very serious. And have an open mind. The Amber Loyalty is working to topple this peace, this, not the peace of our nations, but the peace of the world. It seeks conflict to solve. The Amber Loyalty creates trouble in other areas to fester it longer. It doesn't allow for a cohesion, a unionization, a sort of natural order to form. And it starts at the top with these arbiters. It starts with him. So, as I spoke to Hilda, we both came to our senses that something had to be done. And the collective thinks so as well. That together we can help bring the Amber Loyalty into a new understanding that will allow not just protection, not safety, but love. She holds out her hand towards you. It's always been about love.
What?
The loyalty is corrupted, and it needs to be stopped. And it starts with the collective's next move. The only way for the world to be protected, secure, and safe is for the collective to have its control. The technology that you have seen here has no doubt fueled fear in you. There's no way of stopping it. It is time for the Amber loyalty to take a side. And she stands straight, tall. She's certain of this.
The Ember loyalty is supposed to be keepers of the peace. We are supposed to be impartial to everything. If there is corruption in the higher-ups, then it must be found out without all this secrecy. There must be some sort of evidence that you present, and we can be held, and they can be held accountable. You're trying to fake your own death, and you try to manipulate people into thinking what you want to, using such abhorrent means. Isn't that suspicious to you? Do you not think that this is the incorrect way of going about this?
The call for suspicion, the fear of uncertainty, is the festering rot of certainty. I'm certain that this is the path, and suspicion will make it foggy for you.
Hold on. You believe this is the correct path.
I have tried all my life to become an arbiter of the Amber loyalty. I have seen its leadership. I have seen the people change and grow, but I've seen the world get darker and darker, and peace not withheld, peace not upheld, justice not done, turns and tricks and greed growing in the loyalty. It was a symbol, an idea, but it fails. I have seen the change. I wanted to be an arbiter to change the loyalty, not just for my own personal love, but for us as a whole. And the collective understands that. And Hilda is nodding. The magistrate's
By what? What is your plan? Mass genocide? Suffering? For what? A few corrupted people? You might as well just go and kill them.
Love, what is the collective going to do?
It is the sad truth that the loyalty had to kill members of the Court's Inquisition to stop the Court's Inquisition. It is the sad truth that we had to burn out the rot in the Velstein Empire when they were killing sorcerers. It is the sad truth that some may die if they do not stand with the collective. It is only under unification that the peace Polonia seeks will be true. She's not even dead yet. She looks back toward the arbiter body. The spell included her. The Fossick changed it. But if she rises, she will, no doubt, do something that I cannot stop. I feel her shaking. I feel her power on the edge. I feel her breaking through glass. It's like we were connected, and now that I'm free, I have weakened her exit, made it easier for her to escape. It starts with her. We must kill Alexia. And we must wait for the ship to come. And we will use it to sneak in the weapons we need into Algengresh.
I grab her hand with my other hand also, and I'm like, Love, you know this sounds crazy.
She looks to the side, looking away from your eyes. Our love was crazy, impossible. I realized
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
I realized it. We couldn't let it happen in Amber Loyalty, but this is the only way I see
You
it.
see this?
The Amber Loyalty must change, and it will only change through force. I know how crazy it is, but change is chaos. And this is the chaos we need.
So
Good.
What do you got?
Do I trust a fucking thing she's saying
With-
with what you
Yeah.
know I know?
With your roles and everything, you think for a moment. As you're thinking through this, as you're thinking for a
Our
moment.
dots connecting
Yeah,
here.
as you think for a moment, for a time, you're back in a different room.
Uh-oh.
You're back in a space. In this moment, you have a flashback.
Oh boy.
As you're there with Arbiter Delgin, master of the Agengresh Hold, leader of the Amber Loyalty and Agengresh in the surrounding area, a profound hero of the Loyalty, just meeting in secret, as you so often do. You stand before her. She looks and gives you your orders, as you once had before. I need you to use all your expertise for this. The eyes of gold are the only ones that can see what's going on. There are few of your numbers left, but you're one of the best. And those golden eyes have to see the truth. Take this with you. Hands you some fabric. It'll help you stay more hidden when you need to be. But I give you permission to do what you must. Stop the corruption. Keep the loyalty golden. It is your duty. It is your training. It is what you are meant to do. You flash back to this moment. In this room, as they're all talking, it's starting to make sense. The letters, the weapons being sent over the border to the Amber Hold. Was it Max? Was it Max sending things to her? Things happening on the other side of the border. Movement. Troops amassing. The magistrate confirmed that. Has it been Verity and Max all along? You knew there was perhaps more than one corrupted individual in the Loyalty. And you think you see one before you when you look at her, Verity.
Oh, shit.
There will be deaths, but there will be more lives. My car alarm. What's my keys? Will you trust me? Will you stand with me? We can finally be together. I know we can. It just has to be a little darker before the light.
Step a little closer.
I look for another roleplay moment.
I'm gonna like hold her face.
Oh boy.
Love, I do trust. I've always trusted without doubt. I'm doubting now.
See like a tear from her eye. Her chin is shaking.
I like wipe the tear.
I understand. But you must know, the loyalty has lost its luster long ago.
Then let us leave.
She seems broken, emotional. She doesn't understand what's going on anymore. She doesn't understand. She can't see 2 feet in front of her.
I like hold her face with both hands. Leave with me.
She grips with you. It will happen even without me. And she looks.
Snow pulls out an object.
As soon as a beast starts to apparate in the corner, do you release the object? Do you use its ability?
Wait, what is it?
You know what's being asked of you.
Snow, what is
Yes.
that?
As
What's he doing?
as soon as you ask that, this energy, this blue energy collects in it like Fossick energy. It collects, it shifts instantly to a green light. I always loved you.
Do this.
And all of a sudden,
I love
you cast Disintegrate.
Oh my motherfucker!
What level would you like to cast
On
it at?
who?
Oh, it's the only person being held down right now.
Let me reread this.
It's pretty simple. It's the deck saves.
Oh, is it fucking deck save?
Yes,
But it's a disadvantage deck save.
That's gonna.
It's 6th level.
On who? Max?
The only person being held.
Roll a deck save, Max.
This is where I have counterspell. No,
Yeah, as soon-
No, I don't.
Wait, what?
You know what?
You wanna?
Really nice
you wanna try?
for you to be
Yeah.
wearing
What?
right now, Max.
Oh, you have counterspell, but it's only
Ooh, it would be a
can
roll.
I use somatic components?
What's your passive perception?
17.
It's not stealthy. In this moment, as you see this glow behind her, as you see from behind the shoulder for this moment, you see past the tears of you love, you see the little cat.
The fucking cat!
You see
cat is the
snow
traitor.
energy collecting in her palm, and this object that almost like metal hinges to her grip. It's like a glove that grips onto the back of her hand. This crystal-like energy glows and fires from her palm. This spell is cast, and in this moment, the shock, the adrenaline, the power within. I need you to cast the spell and make your roll.
Okay, are you sure you want to use that die?
No, this one's
Okay,
bigger.
Her rolls have not been great this entire section.
It's now
Okay,
I'm
so is it-
pointing my
is it just a
rapier
flat
at
roll?
you.
It would,
Plus my spell modifier?
no,
What
so,
is it?
I guess
So
I
this is
found the one.
'Cause
Of
I
course
found
it's
the one
you.
that
You're
I need
always
to-
evil.
I guess I found the one that I need to put down. Good to know. Because I was
Did you
told
10
I was
plus
told to use
spells
whatever force
level.
necessary.
Oh yeah, I was too.
Make an ability check using your spellcasting
okay,
ability.
yeah, go ahead, go for
So
it.
the DC is 16.
Yeah,
This is at
16 right
6th
now.
Level,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you need to get?
a 16. So I need to roll.
At
Would
least.
Would
12.
this be disadvantage or no?
It's a disadvantage on a deck save because the item. The item is,
I'm
This is
casting a
counterspell.
this is a counter spell.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is,
I need
this,
to roll a
this is
12
the only
higher
chance
on the
I know.
die. The die
I
needs
just
to
thought
be
I was
12.
behind her, so I was curious.
Back.
Well, you're behind her. So in this moment, her passive perception is just high enough to really make out what's going on.
Okay.
So it's like a desperate counter spell. I'm not gonna make the DC like not 16, but you're like basically trying to like really work this out. So there might something else might happen, but go for it.
Dude, this is the most important role of my life right now.
What'd you get?
I can't,
13!
I can't read my god! I couldn't read the fucking
That's
die.
exactly what I needed!
In this moment, as you shove to the side, as your love holds on to you, as you reach your hand out, as a creature is summoned in the back of the back of the room, as a tiger rises from this bolt of energy, this green energy fires out, and in this moment, you're desperately casting counterspell. You have barely enough time to calculate it. As you put your hand out, you make a shield of runes that match Pollinier's branded shield. As you put it out, the spell pierces the shield. And the shield holds as the counterspell seems to break its trajectory, seeming to break out the spell.
Uh-oh.
But in this moment, something strange happens. The glove, the energy on this glove, it's the blue Fossick energy. It has this weird contortion, this weird effect, this strange, potent nature. And the green energy fires to the side.
It's gonna hit someone else?
You can roll your damage. As the bolt pushes to the side, but not before the magistrate. In the same walkway as both of you guys, as you guys were coming up the stairs when this happened, as the energy fires, hitting the magistrate.
Well,
He did not make the deck save.
I'm just gonna click the button because
Yeah,
I'm
go
not
for it.
rolling 10d6 and trying to do math.
Hit me,
Yeah.
I had a ring of evasion.
you're right next to him too.
I know. I
That
could have just
was
evaded it.
79 damage.
Dear God.
As
Because he did not. He's a god.
as the energy fires out, as you deflect the bolt, as you see your love, you see the energy turn, you try to counter the full spell, but something's happening here, some strange magic. Maybe you weren't doing it properly, maybe the spell wasn't cast properly, maybe the Fossick energy just changes it. You don't understand what's going on, but the energy fires to your side and you look to your left, and the man, the magistrate, as you're holding, turns to ash in your hands.
Hold person on Verity.
I
Helena, get her.
As you
I'm
cast hold person, counterspell from Verity. Oh yeah, it's the same. It's kind of the same. Okay, so your DC. What spell is it actually? What level is hold person?
Wait, can I do the
Third.
silvery barbs on this?
You can. It would be on her roll.
Okay.
so your whole
Wait, it's
person.
third
you're trying to
level?
whole person who?
It's 3rd level.
Oh, then no.
Yeah, no, I
She
don't
can
think-
auto counter. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm still like holding her
Yeah.
face, and I'm
I'm
like,
waiting these silver.
Do not
I look so betrayed.
Take her.
stand aside, my
We
love.
need to roll initiative.
We need to roll initiative.
Because I was
Yeah,
saying,
I
I walked up and stabbed.
Snow.
Guys, we might start with that. You have a pretty high initiative. Everyone roll
I don't have
initiative.
Okay, can I have like a creature?
I think I have a creature, sure.
Can I have a creature?
Can I have a creature?
I need a creature.
So those are the coffins. That's the
I knew
window.
I should have
This is the
grabbed my
doorway.
griffin.
I'll switch the camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I should have grabbed my Griffin mini. I was thinking about it, and I was like, "Wait, do I have Goldie? Goldie's
Maybe.
my last like steed character steed that I had."
Woo. Woo. Everything's hitting the fan, guys.
No, she's not
18.
in here anymore.
Oh, I need to roll.
keep those in the mind
Okay.
real quick. Yeah.
Here, I'll roll that in a second.
This is insane. Also, Snow, I'm gonna stab you.
Do you have the metal
I'm gonna
die?
kill
No,
you.
that's my other guy.
No, we could have had like matching.
Oh
metal
man,
die.
I've been looking for who the mole is. None of you guessed either.
No.
In my brain, I was like, what if it was Snow?
this is-
Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, let's just see about laser
That's
pointer,
mine.
And
I was next. I was over here.
where is the
that
where was the
Hilda?
So this is the door. You're over here.
Where's
I was
Hilda?
over here.
Yeah. So the magistrate just died right here.
Oh, no.
This is Alexia. She's laying in her coffin. This is.
I want to be closer because I did
yeah, I
step
got you.
closer.
This is.
Where's Hilda?
Probably right here.
No, because.
I mean, you came over to look at her notes, so you're not next to the coffin. Remember? She was standing away from the coffin between the doorways. Yeah.
Right here, then.
Yeah, you're right there. So Hilda, right there.
Yeah, and I'm like right behind her.
Yeah, here is.
Shank. I don't have my shield.
This is Alexia in
You
her
wanna know what I have
coffin.
all on me? All of my usual equipment, because I did take my shield
Oh.
and my breastplate.
Don't worry, you'll
I
kill
never
her.
took it
You'll
off.
kill her so easily. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is Alexia in the grave.
Spells.
Right here is our number one Helena. Here is Hilda.
Initiative. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
everyone roll initiative. Keep it in your mind. Right here is our number one cat lady, Snow. Here, standing in front of this orange man. This orange man is Max. The lady is Verity, the knight. And right over here is our owl lady, Gwen, right here. And this is where the magistrate was.
I love that I rolled like exactly the number that I needed on your die.
Yeah, that
Mm.
was pretty great.
Poetic.
I know.
It's as soon as this combat starts, she just screams out, "It's happening either way, my love. Choose your side now." As everyone, what's your initiative?
21.
Okay. Ooh. Oh.
18.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay.
17.
Oh, I got a 10. Max is just like, ah!
Oh, I need to roll for my tiger. Wait, no, my tiger goes with me.
Yeah. 18. 18 was the owl.
Oh yeah, she's a tiger.
What did you get?
10.
10.
Oh yeah, I have a tiger, by the way.
Forgot.
What did Helena get?
17.
Nice.
Or I need a creature. You have a
Oh.
large mini.
Maybe actually not here, but we have colored rings.
Where's a
My large rings are
chuck?
in the other room.
Not the giant one, but the large chuck.
Guys, it's so crazy. I'm
The
like,
iron golem.
I'm like sweating.
I know.
This entire time, this
Big.
entire like
Great.
last half of the
It
session,
kept it on
my
four
heart
squares.
has been
Okay.
pounding as I've been,
I've been like
listening,
shaking.
listening
Okay.
for the key word.
Yeah, the orange
My-
ring is
my
the tiger.
steed's
What
like
was
right
the
here.
keyword?
Can I say it?
Yeah, you can say it.
The loyalty has lost its luster
Long ago.
long ago.
Oh.
When he whispered to me, that's when I connected the pieces that's who I was looking for. That was my informant.
Okay.
Was I a specific target or
No,
okay?
You just happen to be over there.
I did have information on you, but I'm not going to clarify what it
Yeah.
said.
Not until later.
Yeah, I'll tell you afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So first in the initiative, as this all goes down in split seconds, everyone reacts, adrenaline pumps in, training starts. You immediately remember all your training. It's all counted on this moment, guys, as
I'm totally gonna kill you and take your
First.
shield.
first is you. As going first, after your disintegrate missed its target, it is your turn.
god,
Dude, this
Rip
man's
the
a
magistrate.
father. Yeah, like that's what the first thing I thought of.
child.
The first thing I thought of was that, like, at the very beginning with, like, when he had that little kid or whatever.
All I can think about is how I could have completely evaded this
This
the
device
attack.
This device acts in its own way sometimes.
Totally
Wait,
could
does
have.
she still? Is the thing still function? Like,
It seems like it's still
the glove
glowing.
is still functioning.
Oh, it seems like it's still glowing.
What glove?
It
Or
looks like-
disintegrate.
it's
glove.
the item she has in her
Yeah.
hand.
It's still glowing.
So
How
can
many
you,
charges?
I don't know. How many?
Bruh.
Yeah, Trevor. Oh yeah, you should like. You know what I think a good one for you to take would be the Ring of Evasion. I think that would be a good idea.
I've been roach to have the Ring of Evasion.
I'm
Alright, what
like
are you
out
doing?
of spells now, though.
Okay, yep.
So
Coming up next is Gwen.
Okay.
Dude.
she is going to do. What do I want to do? Sorry, I'm like double checking something.
Cool, I still have that. Which, with my actual shield, would have been banger, but it's still banger.
Still banger. Still bangs.
Just physical objects, energy, or spell effects. Hey, question.
I salute you.
Do features go through resilience sphere?
Do features go through the resilience sphere?
I'd never betray you.
Magic cannot leave resilience
it was so
sphere,
close
so
that I
technically
was gonna
not.
stab you
Because
instead.
it
At least
specifically
Snow revealed
says
herself.
physical objects, energy, or other spell effects.
Yeah.
Specifically.
So if it's like blind sight, probably not.
I was curious if my bond would.
That magic connection might be maintained.
Cool. She put do I do it before or after? Yeah, no, she does resilience sphere. As you see her cast it on herself, and a bubble appears around her.
You're completely protected.
Yeah.
You're turtling.
Yes, she did.
I'm so mad because we both have this.
Is that a reaction?
Yeah, rebuke the violent.
I guess it will matter.
Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a whiz save. On a failure, they take the attack, but like
The
radiant damage.
equal damage.
Yeah. So it's a no you card, but in radiant.
Yeah, it's a
anyway, not
reaction.
important. Go ahead.
It's fair.
She did resilience sphere on herself.
So
What does that do? You can't hit her anymore.
it's like a force field, basically, a force sphere.
nothing physical and nothing, no spells can get through her the shield.
She's like in a hamster ball.
Yeah.
And
No, but
this-
this is like if I had remembered this.
yeah,
Yeah.
Although I was using counterspell, so I couldn't use my reaction.
that's technically
but
true.
if either of us had remembered it, we could have been like, no, you take the disintegrate damage as well.
No, yeah.
Either way.
It's
Well,
it's kind of too late right
We-
now.
We have to
but
move
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
unfortunately.
okay. So after you cast that, you're sort of like stuck there, kind of.
Yeah, she
technically.
is.
But like you were protected. So yeah, after that, I'll go ahead, Gwen.
Oh boy, what do I even do now? Okay.
Helena, you're up
so
next.
You can't hit me.
No, I can't hit you. But I have a duty,
Yeah.
and so I'm going to walk over. I have a couple things that I plan on doing. But I'm going to go over here,
Mm.
and then
So you like swiftly move towards Verity. I mean-
and I just go.
You might
No.
you might want to get advantage on that attack,
You're right.
probably. Yeah.
Because if I have advantage, I can.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
I choose to not give
You
her
don't
advantage?
have to be an ally technically if you're not.
Well, I
an
don't want to
ally.
not be her ally, but
But
I
like,
just don't want her to have advantage on hitting Verity.
so you can arguably be trying to move Verity to the side, so it might not be an advantage, but it would still be an attack roll.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't.
Yeah,
I can't
do
do
we want
sneak
this
attack.
You can't do sneak
lady.
attack
Okay.
right now.
To be Verity.
Yeah.
Another tiefling lady.
Yeah,
She's
switch
more
her
colorful.
out.
Get out of here.
Purple is Verity.
All right. And I just kind of.
Like, no.
I have a literal like. This is the
Oh,
traitor.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a duty to fulfill. Oh, we'll see if I can actually. With my rapier. That's a 13.
13 does not hit. She doesn't have her shield equipped right now, but with her armor, that does not break through her armor as you like
All right.
drive the blade in, but still kind of slide to the side and miss. She's like
I-
shifting.
Yeah, sorry. Well, so instead I'm going to fly
Yes.
up and then sit on top of the sphere. Just with my rapier pointed down, ready to stab you in the head.
Dude, I have a sick plan.
The
And I want to tell you so bad.
Verity will attempt to
You're
attack you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will attempt to like sort of like.
Can I just like set myself
Can
right here
I
to feel like I'm right on
also-
top?
Yeah, you can give her disadvantage
Yeah.
right now. She like misses with an attack as she like quickly draws her blade out to try to hit you, but like she misses as.
Kind of smack.
I just like fly straight up and then plop down right on top of that
Oh, this is
sphere
gonna be great.
with my like rapier pointed down.
Oh, Ryan, you're not ready. You have no idea.
So after Gwen, we go over here to Helena.
All right, so this is my silly plan. She's in a hamster ball, right?
Yes.
Can you move in the hamster
Yes,
ball?
I can.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my max movement of 30 feet to get over to the window. I'm gonna break the window.
Okay. So you go.
We can't hurt you, but that doesn't mean we can't get rid of you from the field. Bam!
Oh, she's gonna roll you. Oh, it's gonna be hell.
do
Hold on. It actually does have. It does
Roll
specify
strength
how
check.
this works,
Okay.
which is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
funny that you brought that up.
Here,
I'm
wait,
still doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
breaking the window.
Because I want to like just grab someone and throw them out the window.
Yeah. Roll strength
dramatically.
check. Yeah, go for it.
Strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can roll me up to half your speed.
15.
It's fun.
Because someone's on top of you right now.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, girl, if you do that. Okay. So I break the window. It's
Yeah,
15.
you the glass almost gets sucked out the window. As you're in a raised tower-like manner and
Okay.
just falls out. You're high up.
Oh no,
Yeah.
the ashes of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
magistrate.
yeah, I know. And then I yell to you, to Guinevere. Excuse me, we're not close yet. We're about to be.
Yeah, that trauma bond.
Guinevere, roll her out the window. We may not be able to attack her, but that doesn't stop the ground.
Can Devil Cat push her?
Yeah, because my cat goes next.
I'm gonna have to like
How
do
much
a
speed
ball
goes-
rolling.
Yeah, I was gonna
like
say,
that.
No.
how are you not gonna fall off?
40
I'm
feet.
gonna have
So
to
she can
fly,
move
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can move.
If it had to
without
happen
cat
one
over
way-
here.
Yeah. If it happened to happen one way, this is the most hilarious way.
Okay, so
I have orders to
So can
move.
she like grab it?
It says
Cat you specifically
specifically
have to push.
it has to push.
Okay,
Yeah.
It specifically
Okay,
says you
hold
can
on.
push up to half your speed.
Might be able to.
hold on. If the target moves at least 20 feet straight
Heard of that straight.
This is
Okay,
chaos.
so the she's gonna actually move. She was here.
Yeah.
5. She can't like move.
Yeah,
this
she can't
way.
go through enemy spaces, and that's an enemy space.
Okay.
Well, technically in this case, you'd be difficult terrain since you can't
It's right
adhere. Like you can't
Yeah,
stop her
like
fully.
right there.
So it'd be difficult terrain, but she can move through that space.
'Cause
So I also don't know exactly how big this sphere is because it says it could contain up to a large size creature or smaller.
It's probably like
Cause-
roughly 10 feet in diameter.
I was thinking,
imagine
like,
it
can
changes
she
with-
can
Hmm.
Tiger go?
Maybe actually. Yeah, Tiger can kind of like leap over. It's like a medium sphere probably
Yeah,
right now.
right here. I guess that's if I do 5,
It does.
10 feet. What is that? 10 feet.
It'd be more like 15 probably.
15 feet,
Yeah.
Okay. So right
So
here,
you have how much left?
if I can move another 5 feet, that's 20 feet.
So then you could push her 10 more feet.
Yeah.
Because
So,
that's
um,
half of.
Yeah. So 5, 10.
How are we
You're
gonna
getting
get-
catballed
You
right
start to
now.
actually realize what's going on now.
So
Well,
how
It's
am I-
half your speed. So you would
The
only
tiger
be able-
has a speed of 40.
40.
Oh.
Yeah. So a few more. Yeah, there we go.
You're still on top, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you staying on top?
I assume that I'm just.
Circus running on the ball.
You kind of said you
Circus.
flew up, so I assume your wings are ready.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
assumed that I would just.
So we'll
fly.
say like you're hovering.
Hovering.
You're not. So probably put like.
Like she
Yeah,
stays
she's still
over where she was.
still over there. Yeah, she can't move with the sphere necessarily.
Because I did have a thing where tigers actually have the pounce ability.
Mm-hmm.
If the tiger moves at least 20 feet straight forward a creature and then hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, the target must make a DC strength saving throw or be knocked prone. I know this is a little silly, but can if they fail a strength check, can it be pushed
Cat bop it.
like a tennis ball?
Well, it's
okay if
definitely probably not because that's the claw damage versus the strength
Yeah, I think
pushing it.
gotcha,
Yeah.
Attacking.
Okay.
I just wanted to be silly.
Now fair. I mean, this is already getting kind of
Alright,
sillier than
this is my
expected.
circus.
Yeah.
My circus ended.
Okay, so after Helena, we have Verity, and then
I'm
Max,
still
you're
like
next.
holding her.
You need to choose. I know this is the future we need. You have to trust me. I need you to trust me.
Can't we just leave this all behind? All I want is you.
She, her eyes look, she looks kind of flustered, but like confused. If you want to use your action on like your next
Yeah.
turn, you can make a persuasion check if you want.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
I will give you advantage in this case because of your relationship. So make a persuasion check with advantage.
So is this
This
my
this will be
turn
what
now?
you're basically doing on your turn.
Okay.
Um,
So it uses my action.
Yeah, if you want to do it for this, it doesn't have to be like this. If you don't
No,
want. Okay, right.
Use a persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion check with advantage.
No, those are both 6s. So
Oh man,
14.
14. Paulnir doth not smile upon you.
No.
No.
Yeah, she seems flustered. She cares for you. Her love is not broken, but she has a
Don't try to
goal.
cast disintegrate on me though.
It wasn't her.
She didn't have that good of a night with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
She will pull out her blade. She will start moving in the direction. If you're holding on to her, she's going to drag you. She will only be able to move half her movement, but she'll move like right there. So, babe, please, babe.
Where'd she go?
She moves right up, like right there, yeah, right behind the tiger. She's going to try to attack. I'll give her disadvantage because what you're doing right now. You're clinging to her. You're so clingy. Stop it. What's the tiger's AC as she swings down with her blade? And it seems to be a 12 to hit.
Hold on, I closed something. 1 second.
It's fair.
Is she attacking a tiger?
Yeah.
Yeah, armor class is 12, so.
So she'll drive her sword in, only one-handing it right now.
Adira.
She will just, you can mark this down, but she does about 9 damage actually on this pierce. Like she pierces her sword down. She's if not your level a little higher, but yeah.
Okay, 9 damage?
9 damage. That will be her turn.
Okay.
Max,
Owie.
you still have your bonus action, you still have your movement. In this moment, chaos is happening. You see Snow in a ball of energy getting rolled by a tiger. This is a circus.
Snow really is having a ball.
This is a circus act.
Listen, she doesn't have damaging spells. She did the only thing that she could.
No, it's
She
fair.
has disintegrate and hamster ball. That's all we know. Stupid strong build, by the way.
I'm not gonna lie, it is actually kind of fun. Especially if, like, her ability does work, because she's about to do something else.
Sauce.
Just remember, her build was a buffing build,
Yeah.
not a fighting one.
Eh,
Try to distract me. Okay.
it's still gonna be funny to kick you out of the window. I hope it works. I hope it works.
And then for me to fly out and go, all right.
Because I hope
Harness divine power to
you
regain spell
understood that I wanted
slot.
you to help me.
So I will say,
I'm gonna help you.
even if you do, it doesn't hurt me and it doesn't break the sphere.
Well, yeah, but you'll be out of the room.
That is true.
You'll be out. Like, how far up are we?
Hey, you're pretty high up. It's like a good drop of like 90 to 100 feet.
Like,
It's kind of like a
that's at
slanted
least.
building.
It takes you a while to get back up.
I think the
So-
funniest thing is she's gonna go.
Because also rolling.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can't.
gonna play pinball with this cat. Boing, 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 boing.
Okay, well, I can only restore a level 2 spell, unfortunately, so I do not have counter spell back. But I have a level 2 slot back.
Okay.
That's my bonus action.
Man, if only you were me and you had disintegrate, you could break the spell.
I'm gonna remember that I have that
So
freaking
Yeah.
rebuke the violent. Remember that you have rebuked
I know,
the
yeah.
violent.
You want to try to pull her away?
Gosh, yeah. Can I do that with my movement?
Yeah, you can try to drag her away.
Yeah.
So just make a, well, in this case, it's not really too hard to pull her away. You guys are kind of like all clinging to each other. So yeah, you can do so. You can move 15 feet somewhere. As you pull her back,
Like, stop.
It's what must be done.
No.
Hilda speaks up. Don't stop it now. It must be done.
Shut up.
This is the only way to keep the peace.
Stop talking.
Hilda takes out of one of her her cloak. She takes out this object. It seems like some sort of like Fossick vial with like a needle on the end, and she whips it. And like it makes this horrible hissing sound as she whips it through the air. She aims her attack towards you. It seems, Gwyn, as she whips this device in her hand, almost like a Fossick wand. It pierces this blue energy in the air and it shoots out towards you. That is an 18 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
In this moment, as you feel this energy
Evasion?
blast into you.
Yeah, but that's for like deck saves.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do need to make a, this is a Constitution save for me, please.
Okay.
As this Fossick energy just shoots into your body. It's almost like a weird liquid lightning bolt that just passes into you.
It's a 15.
15. That will just fail.
Oh,
As you feel energy pass into you. You only take about 20 damage. About 20 damage. Yeah, it's 20 damage. This energy passes into you. You feel this Fossick like blue energy. You can see, everyone can see your bird wings like twitch and your veins almost illuminate for a second. And for this moment, this energy confuses you. Your body stiffens. You have to come down for a moment. As it's kind of anticlimactic. I mean, you will be stunned until the start of your next turn.
Dude, I hate stun.
As magic fires through you, it keeps you stiff. You're fighting it off.
Done, man.
It is until the start of your next turn, though.
That's good.
Yeah. But
Dude, I need her to move.
yeah, it's almost like your veins are on fire right now.
I do a lot, like
Okay.
owl screech
Oh yeah, yeah.
very loudly in her direction.
Dude, my hatred of the stun effect.
I know.
Back.
It's
I hate
potent.
stun.
It's so potent. I only use it in the worst scenarios. You can move right over here.
Dude, we
You
only
make it horrible.
We only get into bad scenarios.
That's true. The only time I ever used stun in our last campaign was the final boss.
And you like
But
most
we were
characters-
stuck in stun for like
the entire
fight.
time.
It was effective.
And then you lost your leg. I died.
Almost.
But anyways,
Okay, yeah.
after Hilda's turn, we go back to you.
Cool. She's going to get closer. So 10, 20.
So you're rolling the hamster ball now?
Yeah, she's rolling the hamster ball.
Can the tiger get an opportunity attack?
Technically,
Or at
it's the
least to
ball.
stop it?
Not technically in this case.
Okay.
Because it's just a smooth energy ball. You have to use your weight to push it.
Okay.
So it can slip out of your hands.
So now that she is safe, she's going to trigger Emboldening Bond, which she triggers it on her 2 new allies. They now get an additional D4 on an attack roll, ability checks, or saving throw every turn
So it's like less on their turn.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
for
Okay.
10 minutes.
Wow.
Jesus.
Is that
Okay.
concentration?
Nope,
Oh my gosh.
It's her,
just my ability.
it's her
Wait, did they just get
peaceful
one
aura.
use or is it
It's every turn.
They get one every turn.
one every turn?
Yeah. Okay. After you, it is Gwyn's turn. Gwyn, you come back. That was a horrible feeling. Your veins felt like they were on fire.
And I fly up, screech again, and then swoop around to hear and I
5, 10, 15.
Yeah, you can move her 5 feet.
If you dash as a bonus action,
Yeah, you can dash.
you gain
I mean,
30 feet of movement.
it's like debating whether to attack someone,
Wait, can you dash with your action and your bonus action?
Technically, yeah.
I mean, it might be better to hit somebody else.
As a rogue?
I mean I
No,
Yeah.
we want this girl out of here. She has a
Yeah.
disintegration glove.
I'm just gonna start pushing.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm stuck
I genuinely, I can't do
Yes,
that.
but you can buff
Have
people.
fun doing that outside.
Yeah,
Keep
so I'm
her.
going to
So
double
you
dash.
took 15 movement. What's your movement speed?
30.
So your total is 90. You've used 15.
Yeah.
Math.
Oh,
What is that?
that's 8. That's 75.
75 left because she
Yeah.
has.
Yeah, you can double dash.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 85.
So there's 85 movement.
No, 75.
75
left.
movement. 75
So
movement.
what's
left.
half of 75?
Half of 75.
You always round down, so that's technically 35 feet.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's
5,
go.
10, 15,
20.
20, 25, 30, 35.
You have never seen a scarier bird woman in your life. She's like, you're activating all your training. You're flashing back
this
in
is
time.
amazing.
You're remembering how hard it was,
Yeah,
Gwen,
Gwen.
to get to this point. You remember those you had to come across, those you stopped, the corruption you stopped, and the loyalty. And in this moment, as you're seeing this owl woman like push you, you flash back. For a moment. As you remember,
Get a flashback.
as you remember how you got here. You remember the time you almost lost your husband. You remember the explosion that almost took his life. He was the one that was supposed to become a knight. He was the one that was supposed to do that. But because of the chaos, because of the hatred, because of the torture, because of the pure act of randomness and chaos that was allowed to happen, he almost died, and you took his place. And sure, the loyalty did good. It helped save people. It helped bring people. You yourself helped many of the local people of Agengresh, took care of them, helped them, spoke to them. But you knew it wasn't enough. You knew another war, another court's inquisition would come, another group of prejudice, another group of harassment, another killing spree would occur. And one by one, over days, you began to correspond with a pen pal, a letter writer who shared your plight. Someone going by KF messaged you multiple times. You messaged back. Forming this correspondence over time, understanding the fear, understanding the desire to want your children to be protected now that you're having children, understanding that you need to do something. You came to understand that the Melogic Collective, in its own borders, there is so little danger, there is so little crime. You came to understand that yes, there is tension. Yes, there might be death. Yes, this city of Agengresh may fall. But you would do anything for the future of your children if it meant they could live in a society of peace and order. You understood then. You understand now that they can't stop you from protecting your children. They mustn't. You flash back to this moment now. With Gwen pushing you down the window, that fear. What could happen to your kids? What could happen to your twins? They are just starting out in this world. You have to stop this. You moved them out of the city of Agengresh. You need to make sure this happens. Okay? We pass from Gwen, we go to Helena. You, sorry.
Oh, Helena.
Helena.
Okay.
Push her.
5, 10. Okay, and I have 20 feet movement left.
So you can move her 10 feet.
But get out of here.
Oh, shit!
Long live the Empire! Sorry. That was my mini, so I can.
As you feel this tension building, as you feel this horror building, as you feel this fear building, for the first time, maybe you've started to realize that anger that for those foolish that don't understand. And this moment, as you see,
I'd like
Sure.
to just
yeah,
and be like, I trusted you and you failed me.
in this moment, as she pushes you out, you hear those words as time seems to stop slowly. Is there anything you may say? You're aware you probably won't die, but this will be one hell of a fall.
You were like a sister to me, and I was hoping that you would help me protect my children.
She was hoping.
Bye.
As she
I
says,
have no earthly attachments.
as she says those words, as she hoped you would protect her children, she flies through the window, her sphere of force holding around her, but but the sphere tumbles through the air, tumbles, and you see it go far, far down.
I don't fall at the beginning of my next turn.
You can choose to fall immediately or at the beginning of your next turn. It's
I
up to
would
you.
fall at the beginning of my next turn.
So this is like all happening like rapidly.
Yeah.
Because rounds are 6 seconds. Okay.
And the push was an action, right?
It technically would be like
Or-
an attack, to use an attack to push someone. So yeah, it would be
So-
like an action more or less.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I can still use a bonus action.
Correct.
I'm going to cast a bonus action. Hold on, let me see. Shield of Faith or Sanctuary? I know. I'm trying to decide if I want Okay, just asking,
Mhm.
so I don't like do this and then be like disappointed later.
No, absolutely.
If I have Shield of Faith activated, can I still cast Shield as a reaction? Does it stack?
Are they concentration?
Um,
Hold on, I'm checking. Shield
Yeah, because
is
it's just +2 bonus.
Yeah,
to your
shield is just a
yeah,
reaction.
yeah, you can.
okay. Okay. 15, 20. Yeah, okay, that seems fair. So I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself as a bonus action.
Okay.
Let me go to spells and get rid of that real quick. Yeah. No, I don't want to cast shit. Stop it! I don't want to cast
Stop it!
Sanctuary. I want to cast the Shield of Faith. Okay. There we go. Shield of Faith. I have +2 to my AC now.
Oh, sick.
So now I have a 17. Do you see why me having a shield with those two things would be disastrous?
Shield, and shield.
Triple shield. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have my shield. Oh, wait! No, your shield!
I took Ayla's shield.
No! So hold on, let me make a note for
Dude, I'm
myself.
just glad that Disintegrate Glove is out. You
Dude.
better just fall. Just
What if I
fall.
don't? Just fall. What if I don't? Just fall.
No.
What
Nobody
are you gonna
likes
do?
you.
Featherfall?
No, I have an idea of what I
Oh,
can
yeah.
Oh, Lord. Can I? That'd be so mean if I
Don't
just
worry, I'm
like,
gonna fly out there. Just get down. Get
Get
down.
out of here. Okay.
Fall fast.
Alright, so my tiger's going to attack somebody.
Yes.
So
Hilda's right there.
yeah, I know, we're getting there. So this is gonna be super funny, but at least 20 feet. So hold on, it is 40 feet. So that's 5 feet, right? 5. So 5, 10, 15.
I'm so mad. I forgot I had feline agility. I could have gotten away from you guys.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, so actually, I take it back.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm just gonna come up and bite it. I'm just gonna come up and bite her.
Don't get away.
Alright.
Stay here so I can kill you.
I
Hey.
also could have made you take 80 damage or whatever.
Yeah.
So
You
We're
almost.
all
14.
making sacrifices
14.
here.
14 to hit.
That
Helen.
will
Helena.
hit. That will hit. Yeah.
Helena.
Helena. Hilda.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Helena,
Hilda. Who are you?
1d10 plus
Whoever it is.
3. Oh! Got minimum 4.
You
4.
have like
Mhm.
automatic
It's okay damage.
+8 or something, right? With
This is
divinity something.
do
Do you have that?
probably not. No, I don't.
I said that wrong.
Improved divine smite? Do you
No,
have-
this is a tiger bite.
Oh!
Yeah, the
Ignore
tiger
me.
didn't
Ignore
go
me.
through all the training.
Ignore
Yeah. So 4.
Okay. Nice. Okay. After that, we have Verity. Verity is like witnessing all this happening. It like can't help but look back towards you like you're betraying her trust. Your fault. It's all your fault.
It's not my fault.
I was the one
Your fault!
I was the one that did it, but it's your fault actually. You've betrayed me.
Women.
Sorry. Am I right? Oh my gosh.
We'll find out.
Oh.
Joking. We're joking.
I'll have to see what she has. Okay.
I'm like-
that's interesting.
So on the verge between hot and cold. But
I know.
This is
Yeah.
making me hot. It's nothing.
I think all of us have like the adrenaline
Yeah.
of like, ah.
I I honestly expected all of us to be in a battle like this.
Yeah. I mean,
But actually,
it was,
It's just me.
but like to be fair, like
You
Oh,
could have
over
gone.
you.
I was on the fence.
yeah.
See, we almost,
I thought it was gonna be me and you versus them.
Yeah.
And I was
yeah.
oh my god.
we almost had an altercation.
But in this moment, as Verity's looking towards you, she drops her sword. She moves you. She's trying to move to the side, and she can't get you off. I guess I don't know. So she moves like here. She's like moving there.
So we're just like,
Listen to me. This is because I love you.
I know.
She turns and casts Eldritch Blast, aiming at you.
Yeah. Eldritch Blast. Okay. Wait.
And you see her energy doesn't match the same orange of Pollinier's anymore.
She's a warlock.
She has
Wait.
new magic, stranger magic, and her corruption is so clear in the arcana she uses. She's abandoned the loyalty.
Okay. What's it? Do I get to know the roll? First,
It's
and then-
a roll to hit. Yes, it's a roll to hit. So
Okay.
she's gonna fire her blasts. She has a few of them. Yes. So first one might not hit. That's 16.
Doesn't hit.
Second one, that is like a 24.
Okay. Silvery barbs.
Should we roll that one? 19.
That does hit.
And third
But
one.
just so I
Yeah.
can go ahead and say who I give advantage on the next attack roll.
Yeah.
Can I give it to my tiger? Because I don't know like what effect you just got. No, you got stunned.
I got stunned. I'm out of it.
Yeah.
But-
And you're still on the fence, and that scares me.
Yeah.
So can I give it to the tiger?
Yeah, you can.
Give it to the
You
tank.
give advantage to the tiger.
I'm choosing my tiger is more trustworthy than all of you.
Honestly.
Valid, honestly.
Currently,
I thought
yes.
I could trust you. I thought I could trust her.
Yeah, this is horrible.
In this moment, as like she looked towards you, she looks away and she looks so certain of what she's doing. Like she has to force herself to be angry about it to do it. As she casts Eldritch Blast, the last one will also miss, but the one that does hit,
Yeah.
it hits you in your back, and it pushes you 5 feet.
No.
As you've pushed her, and all of a sudden you can see energy hit the back, and her Eldritch Blast push creature 5 feet when they hit.
Yeah, I know that
Yeah.
one. I know that ability.
You know what's crazy? It's that you have an ally with wings.
Oh,
I know.
oh. So in this moment,
But you're stunned.
I mean,
No,
Max,
not
Max
anymore,
does
not
go
anymore.
like, no more.
Okay.
not unless Hilda does it again. Well, it would be till the next turn. But yeah.
Hilda.
So in this moment, you fly out, and the ground's out from under you. You feel the pressure on your back. Oh, by the way, damage.
Yeah.
I'll put you right there.
I was,
means
I
nothing
was
to me.
7 force damage.
Yeah, that means
yeah.
fucking nothing.
Yeah. I know you got the muscles.
I'm not just a sorcerer.
Yeah. As you get pushed out of the window, you feel the ground open up beneath you. See her. See you fly. And in this
You
moment,
meet eyes for
you
a
meet-
moment.
yeah, very nice for a
We
moment.
land on her boat.
Do you choose to fall immediately or wait till you start your turn?
I'm gonna wait for the start of my turn because
Okay.
I have a friend that has wings.
Yeah.
Wait, so I thought you were stunned.
No, that was in.
Until the start of the next turn.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
stunned.
Which basically means they fail all
just don't have
saves,
reactions.
except like
Dang.
strength and dex save are auto fails.
Oh well, my
Yeah.
tiger can have it. I guess.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Tiger's attacking someone.
Yeah.
Whether or not I was going to be attacking someone was, debatable. So
Dude, this moment, this scene is getting complex. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
So
After
much drama.
Verity,
Everyone's like flipping sides.
Verity casts that and looks back towards you. She's going to. No, she already moved.
I look extremely
10, 15.
betrayed.
It's for. If she doesn't move, no one will. They have to move out of our way. And that's what she says. Max, it's your turn. As you see your
What do you do,
your
Max?
your sibling, your apprentice, your child fly out that window.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
If we didn't know you had family,
Yeah.
it would be kind of funny to think about it, but you would be like almost the child of these two.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I was wondering. I was genuinely wondering if that was a thing.
Yeah, no, they're not my parents.
But with your
No.
backstory, I was kind of like, that doesn't really.
Yeah.
How would that have happened?
Yeah, I was born at the end of the Quartz Inquisition, so, like,
Too young.
I was a sorcerer born at the end of this Quartz Inquisition.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And
what
a
made me
tiefling.
realize it wasn't true.
Yeah.
Was that I was like, timeline doesn't match up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would have to be, no.
So,
Okay.
yeah, what do you do?
So I'm still holding her.
Yeah.
Can I now try to like restrain her?
Yes,
Like,
you
what,
may.
like, grapple her?
This would be a
He has
grapple
wings,
check.
Too.
Oh yeah, you do, huh?
You're an Asmar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have wings.
That pretty boy has the angelic power. But yeah, so this would be an athletics contested acrobatics
Oh,
athletics
jeez.
check. I love this.
Wait, do I have
Asimar
to
in
use-
love with the
I have to use
tiefling.
athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to use athletics.
Oh, dang it. This is why
I have arthritis.
This is why I was like your apprentice.
That was a 3 minus 1.
You're holding on to her, but you fail to grapple her.
Yes.
No, so now I'm just like, my heart, you mean everything to me.
Then prove it.
Stop. Just be with me.
I will be with you after
This
this.
is another war you're starting. How can we be together if the world's on fire?
We have survived worse. And we will survive again. You can't use a persuasion check right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to
Yep.
activate my
Your wings.
yes, actually my what's it
mine wings.
called? Hang on. Celestial Revelation.
Oh,
So that's my bonus action, which lasts for 1
So,
minute.
hey guys, this is all happening, right? Like where we are? What the fuck is the celestial thing in the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the
It's just a
question.
war machine.
maybe something that they wanted to sneak on the funeral boat that wouldn't be checked.
It's a
Going
war
to
machine.
Unrest,
They're wanting to.
yeah.
Yeah,
destroy
there's some
Agricash.
minor deity and it's trapped in that thing. Or am I right?
That's-
So I bet he's like
Schmuck right
spectral.
Trapped in a stupid machine. What's wrong with that guy? So stupid. Sorry.
And so I get these like spectral wings that
Mhm.
pop out, and I'm just kind of like, I have no words as I look at her, and then I just run past her, and
Or do you dramatically fly past her?
Oh,
I have the flying speed, my walking speed, so I could fly.
she's going to decide if she wants to opportunity attack you.
5, 10.
You don't feel an opportunity attack. You do not feel her blade swing towards you as you fly past her. Okay. Max, it goes to Hilda. Hilda's being attacked by a tiger.
That guy's getting killed by the tiger.
Oh no!
It's like in the HUD.
Oh my god! A tiger!
Like all of us are having these dramatic confrontations, and
She's just being attacked by a tiger.
she's just getting
Like it's
Um,
just a tiger.
She's going to hold onto this wand. Think for a moment. Yeah. Oh gosh, it's a tiger. Oh no, Hilda. What are you gonna do? So many
Stab the
options.
I dare you, it's a celestial.
If this tiger wasn't there, she'd be doing so much worse. But
I actually like don't do this. But I want to see what she does. Like how does Fossick interact with a celestial animal?
she's got a whole person, and there's a couple targets, but there's a tiger attacking her. I mean,
Can you get out?
it'd be
a whole-
great if she held person with the flying people, but
But she can't hold person a tiger.
no. But she can cast banishment on a tiger.
Oh!
As she like holds out her wand, as the tiger slashing at her, she's like, "Begone!" As she casts this energy, this Fossick-like energy swells around the tiger, almost making a blue vortex. You need to roll a charisma save for your tiger.
I wasted my silvery barbs. Charisma save?
Well, the tiger
she
has
has
advantage on the
Yeah.
concealatory barbs.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit.
Rawr!
It's either 15.
Is that the DC?
Does not pass.
By how much? What was the DC? If you mind me asking.
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
It barely misses.
Oh.
So you rolled a 15 too
Because
before.
hey, I rolled a 16. It was a -1.
Oh.
No, that hurts.
As the tiger drags onto the
Tigers
ground.
don't have charisma.
No,
everybody.
the tiger
He
drags.
has said it.
Drag claws on the ground. Just like dragging as the vortex. So, and like the wand is glowing blue and she's holding it there. Hilda, for a moment, is alive.
Oh my god.
Mauled by a
Hilda's
tiger.
gonna move over here.
It's a feeling of like, getting stabbed by someone, getting hit with a magical blast. You don't expect to get mauled by a tiger.
No, you do
Just out
not.
of nowhere.
Back to you. So at this point,
Yeah.
at the start of your turn, you would begin to fall. Do you
Okay.
have a reaction to something? Do you have something you want to do, or are you okay with falling?
How far down is the ground?
The ground seems about maybe 95 to 100 feet down.
How fast do we fall? 65 feet a turn?
You would immediately fall 500 feet if that was the
Oh, okay.
maximum. So you would reach the bottom by the end of this turn.
Cool. That's fine with her. She'll take it.
As
She'll take no damage.
as you get pushed out, you see the ball falling down, but she doesn't seem fearful. Do you make a con save real quick though? Because the
Yeah.
ball does spin down.
Oh yeah, no, it's probably disorienting.
You see her
Ow.
freeze for a moment, and then
That was a nat
as the
one.
ball rapidly
Prone.
as the-
She's got the like
Plus
spirals in her
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, as the ball rapidly spins, as the ball hits the ground, it almost makes a bit of a crater. It cracks come out from the ground, and for a moment there, your eyes are just spinning. You are prone as you're just like, huh?
How far is the wall though away from her?
The wall?
Yeah.
Like the window you fell out of, or
No,
like
no, the wall.
to the building?
Yes.
Maybe about like 10 feet, 15 feet.
She drops the sphere,
It cracks like an egg.
uses half of her movement to get up and go over to the wall and smashes the disintegrate thing against the wall as hard as she can.
Interesting.
Snap.
So, are
Classic explosion.
you using the highest level that you have access to?
Yes.
So all the other charges entirely.
She's gonna use it on the thing itself.
So this is a moment where you don't normally you would need a target, but in this case, I understand what you're going for, and I understand that your fanaticism is leading you to do this. So, ball to the wall. I want you to roll the damage for me, real quick. I need to make some rolls real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Just all of us. I'm in danger. We're in danger.
97.
97
gosh.
damage.
What's the hit point maximum of the building?
Well,
100.
it's pretty high, but it's structural damage that you're counting for right now. As the disintegrate will cast into the stone, and because that's no other target, it will start to weather the stone with that damage total. And as you press it into there, you feel a heat in your hand. You feel like energy bust, and you feel the glass of this gemstone, whatever faucet machine it has in your palm, your hand, it sort of like explodes onto your palm, and you feel this like blue, like slime, like plasma spew into your palm. Can you roll D100 for me real quick?
Yes, I can.
As you guys can hear, all of a sudden, like the boom, and then
What'd you get?
I think that's a 9. Yeah, I got a 9.
okay, so that's a roll on the faucet table of magic disruption. In this moment, as you guys are you will hear her hit the ground. You can see her as you're falling. You see her hit the ground, but in quick motion, as she gets up, she slams her hand against the wall as you're beginning to fall, and you're heading towards the window. And you see this blue light and green energy, and you see up the wall cracks. Like the wall on that side of the building cracks and begins to shatter. It doesn't immediately collapse, but then you see her palm glow, and she looks for a moment, and you see. As all of a sudden her palm explodes, everything explodes. I need to roll this over here.
Just a reminder, I have Death Ward on.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I have an ability. Hold on.
Well, she's like 95 feet at the ground, but yes.
She just gets
Yeah, I'll
gently
be fine.
placed back in by the shockwave.
She gets teleported back.
I'll be fine.
You take 158 damage of, I guess this is like the equivalent of like force damage, but with Death Ward, you see the explosion go off. Energy lights up the wall. Outside the window, in a split second, you guys all see an explosion go off, and you think like, what the hell just happened? What the hell's just happened? Did the cat explode? Did snow explode? Probably. But in this moment, the smoke is covering the scene, the wall. You're not dead, but the smoke covers you. So they don't know if you're alive.
Cool.
I hope you get crushed by the wall.
But you all feel the ground in this moment also shake slightly, and the building on the side begins to crumble slightly.
She stays in the smoke cover. Oh no, she doesn't have any more movement. Never mind.
Yeah.
She
That was
can't
all.
really do anything.
She did her duty. But she's not dead yet.
She's at 1 hit
She's
point.
at 1 hit point. She's got to survive this.
I thought
Maybe.
I'd be fine because of the ability I have. But then I saw the DC for this would be 5 plus the damage taken.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So did you get hit by that? How big was that blast?
Oh no,
No.
it doesn't have that radius. It's a 60-foot
No,
radius.
no, no. I was
Okay.
saying that if something happened to me, I'd be fine, but no, I'm not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because imagine if I took 150 damage plus 5.
The DC.
The DC
Uh-huh.
would be
Mm.
160 something.
It is now your turn, Gwen.
Gwen,
So,
help me.
My wings just are out, and I go and I grab you.
Or more likely, I grab onto you.
Yeah, and so how?
How
I'm
can we
not
do
the
this?
strongest.
'Cause we
I'm
can-
like,
Can we combine our turns? Because I'm right after.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Yeah, you can.
because I'm grabbing. I need to see if the cat is dead.
Okay.
I need to know.
You can use your action to make a perception check through the smoke. It'll be very difficult, but you can try.
Are
Perception
you
check.
able to hold up Helena?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Am I
that's
able
why I
to?
said, can
First
So-
off, let's see. Can I hold Helena?
Okay. So this is just a rough, like, what you can actually check your carrying capacity, actually. Go to your inventory and look at the top right. Isn't it there?
If you press on the encumbered part, it tells you what your weight capacity is at the top.
Carrying capacity, your strength's multiplied by 15. Carrying capacity is 150 pounds.
Okay, so you could slightly carry her to the ground, but you could not lift her higher.
Can you put me back in there?
Can I put?
Like, can you like?
If you use your action instead to try to maintain your altitude as much as possible, you on your turn can
Okay.
essentially climb to the window.
Okay, cool.
So I
Heart attack.
guess I can just do that instead of.
I mean, yeah,
I really want to see if the cat's dead, but
no, that's
Can you
fair.
make a perception check?
She-
No, that's an
It's-
action.
Gwen has to use her action to keep you in the air. She's using all her strength.
yeah, like
My
you can
bad.
see like the wind. You can see the muscles in like her
Yeah.
wings. She's beating her wings so fast, trying to like keep you.
Yeah.
And like it looks like she's like slightly panicking, like
Okay.
trying really hard. Because I have push, drag, or lift is 300 pounds, but
You're like actively having to push her into the air, which is causing you to use your action, I think. So yeah. After Gwen, it's Helena.
All right. So I'd like to get off and go back into the room.
In this moment where you almost die, you grab the ledge and pull yourself up as smoke is beginning to rise from below you guys. You start to see the stone on the edge.
You might
Crack.
have to get out of here.
Yeah.
what?
Whoa, turn up!
Turn up! Oh my god!
Hello, Eterna.
Sorry guys, I reverted, I guess.
Dude, if I was about to say the midnight. The Prismagik was here, we'd die. We'd be
Yeah.
dead right now.
Yeah.
We're level 3.
Yeah.
But sorry, we might have to get out of here.
Yeah. No kidding. All right. That was what? How much movement would you say, or is that 0?
To pull
'Cause I
yourself out, it's
fell?
about 10 feet.
10,
Because you did fall a little
Alright.
bit, so it'd probably be 10 feet of your movement to pull
So-
yourself in.
10, 5,
Max did start heading towards you.
15, 20, 25. Oh, there's a fucking cough in there. 20, 25. Okay,
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll be 30. It's like in between.
Yeah,
coughings.
yeah.
And then, ooh, actually, because I can like see over this. It's
Yes,
fine.
you can. Yeah.
I'm going to. All right, so just to get someone off the field, and I want to use. I want to do this because I've been wanting to. I'm gonna cast Shatter at 4th level on Hilda.
Okay. What is that? What do I have to roll?
Yeah, Shatter. So let's see, because at 4th level it'd be 5d8 thunder. Let me see. Each
Thunder.
creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point must make a con saving throw.
Constitution.
Okay. Oh no, that is not succeed. That is not. That is a bad. That is a bad roll for
What was
Hilda. That is like a 10.
Okay, yeah, no, it fails.
Yeah.
So let me get my. Where is it? It's. I said it just now. 5d8.
Hilda's like up against the wall, holding her wand, scratch marks all over her body.
Because I will be apologizing to her, but she's a crazy cuckoo.
I'm sorry
she's a
you're.
crazy cuckoo.
I'm sorry you're batshit insane.
I can't have you be alive right now. Oh, okay. Okay, 18. That's 20 thunder damage.
20 thunder damage.
She apologizes. I'm sorry.
She like blasts against the wall good. Cracks and the echo is boom, boom, boom going out.
You know what also takes that damage?
The building.
The building.
Yeah, I know.
I'm marking it.
Creature may inorganic material stone versus disadvantage on some. What else? There's something else, right? Or is it just the damage? Yeah. Okay.
She's kind of a little bit deafened by that. I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's and then hold on. Let me see if there's anything else I can do real quick. Cause
It's your action and bonus action. Wait.
no, it wasn't. It was movement and action.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I will say in this moment with that shockwave going off, even though your focuses are on battle and everything, out of the corner of your eye with your passive perception, you do think you see like Alexia's body like the chest bounds up from the shockwave maybe,
Jeez.
but then shifts to the side.
Alexia?
No response.
Okay.
Okay. After you, we have Verity. Verity's like looking around the room, looks at you flying, looks at Hilda getting attacked. You don't understand, and it's not my duty to tell you. She will raise her blade.
Can this lady die already? She's being too dramatic.
So you flew that way. You're at least 10 feet in the air, right? You're probably
No, I'm like hovering.
Okay. You're hovering. She will charge towards you, swinging her sword.
You're literally in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta choose.
Move her towards you, please. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
She raises her blade, and you see this blade coated in this red energy, this red, almost fire, and she brings it up in the air and slams it down on you, and you can feel the power, the same, almost paladin-like power, this almost smite-like energy, but an alien smite you haven't known before.
Smite your love?
Smite my love.
Betrayal.
Betrayal. Okay.
Betrayal.
Betrayal.
An empire in shambles.
That is 41 damage.
Ow.
That is 41 damage.
Yeah, it's almost 10.
Most of it necrotic.
Necrotic. Oh, I'm resistant to necrotic.
Okay.
This
About
battle is
30
going very
of that is
differently
necrotic.
I know.
Here, wait.
30 of it is necrotic, so that's reduced to 15. So that's 15. That is 26 damage in total.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah, it's 26. So add 41 and then minus 26.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
She's gonna swing again. That probably hits. That's like a 19 plus something. Yeah. Second attack, not a smite attack. That is going to be another 16 damage in total.
That's including like.
This is not necrotic. You feel something else in this blade. A horrible pain. And it rings your mind like psychic damage. There's a lot of interesting damage in this attack, but yeah. She just screams, stay down, please. It's now your turn, Max.
Alright.
As you turn back towards her.
Look at yourself. Just leave with me right now. I won't hit you.
She holds her blade.
Put it down.
She looks at the blood of you on her blade. You want to use a persuasion check?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll advantage.
And I am like reaching out to her.
Mm-hmm.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
13.
13. She looks towards you, torn but not swayed. She raises her blade once more.
Man, you little.
This is hurting her, but she's doing it.
This is hurting her.
Not as much as it does you.
Yeah, him bleeding out. Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
What she could do, cast Revivify on him immediately when he dies. It's like, did you learn your lesson?
A partial revivify, so it takes you longer
Your
to heal.
girlfriend is toxic. You are in a toxic relationship.
Did you learn your lesson, my love? Okay.
Your girlfriend is a radical.
See, the thing is that no matter what happens, if Gwen's still alive, she's gonna come back through and go, all right, no mercy.
No.
Yeah.
No mercy.
I'm just gonna go back to the ground and just stand here.
Okay.
Like,
You're not gonna attack
still like
the girl.
Mm-mm. Okay. After Max, we have Hilda. Hilda, he's like holding her head, looking around the room. She's like, oh my gosh, she's so beat up. She doesn't have as many hit points as you believe, but
Hilda.
she looks across the room, looks towards what's going on over there, looks towards the owl that's like flapping up near the window entrance, looks at the explosion, looks at the ground cracking. She looks towards you,
Helena looks so pained towards Hilda. Because in her mind, she's like, oh god, this is just a
This could have been you.
Yeah.
She's your same age, basically.
Yeah.
You know, she's just born differently. Yeah.
Yeah.
She raises her wand. You can see at the base there's Fossick, like I said before, but it's smaller. It grows lighter. The vial is running out. She raises her hand. She whips it into the air and pierces the sky. Energy powers through her wand like a whip, and it clashes towards you. In this moment, she fires this energy. This is a roll to hit.
Okay.
It's a 22 to hit you.
Okay. Because I still have my reaction, right? I
How
didn't.
much?
Yeah, your reaction.
Yeah, my reaction. Because wait, what was it?
It's a 22 to hit you.
And you meets it beats it, right? So if I casted shield,
It would meet it, beat it. Yeah.
Wait, because you still have shield of faith.
Yeah, that'd be 17. But if I casted shield itself, it would go into a 22.
Oh.
Yeah. So she
Which
would
is-
still hit.
It would still hit. So I guess silvery barbs
Okay.
again. Let me see. Yeah, I still have the ability to do that.
That is a 20.
All right. Well, I'll give the owl lady advantage. Congrats, you get out advantage.
Owl vantage.
You see the energy
Okay.
leave her wand. Her wand goes dark as she whips into the air. This energy firing, heading to you. It hits you in the side as you are pushed against the other coffin. It's hitting you so much force, so much burning energy, as you feel like your bones are almost being crushed with the force being pressed against this coffin. I gotta use the digital roller now.
Oh god. And I also don't want to be like, hey, I'm a sorcerer. I just use sorcerer magic, and you just casted something with Fossick.
Hmm.
But
No, I
I'll
know.
let you.
Don't you also have? Isn't Beat the Violent does something?
Oh, I have hellish rebuke, but that's like a.
No, excuse.
You'd
And
be
also I
closer.
have but I already used my
Yeah, use your
reaction
Yeah,
to use silver barbs.
in this moment.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Um.
It's
wait,
a
sorry.
lot of damage you were saying, right? I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait a second.
Okay, it's rolling. Okay. That is 99 damage. That is 99 force damage.
I want you to look at my.
Yeah,
want
I
you to
see
look
that. I see that.
I'm gonna wait for. Are you gonna make a decision?
Well, it doesn't. You still take the damage.
Does it?
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't it still like do
It
something?
Okay, yes, I am gonna use Rebuke the Violent, but you still take the damage.
What does it do?
I'm fine. It's just I'm at. I hear you're the Pokemon in it.
Yeah.
So I kind of
Mhm.
oh jeez. And I'm like, no. And I look towards Verity and I'm just like, you're breaking my heart.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
She looks to the side, not making eye
She's
contact.
like breaking character. Shut up!
How dare you?
And I use Rebuke the Violent.
As the energy blasts into your disciple, your family, your friend, you flash back, you remember the first time you saw her in the Amber Loyalty joining the age of 9. You remember picking her out of the group of teens becoming an Amber Knight. You remember basically helping to raise her into the woman she is. And as you power that energy, power into Pollinar's ability, into his magic, showing
Wisdom save.
the errors of the ways of the wrong. That wisdom save is a 12.
Yes, she takes the damage equal to the amount of damage she just dealt as radiant damage.
So she takes 99 radiant damage.
So you blast that energy into, it's like you grasp, your hand leaps out, like a beam swats the energy, but it still takes the energy, but it, like in that beam, it whelms back and fires back down the line, clashing back into the body of Hilda. You see the energy explode out, not in blue, but white, brilliant white and yellow energy. It explodes upon Hilda's body. And the room for one moment fills with light. And there's nothing left but a silhouette of the woman on the wall. As 99 is enough to instantly kill her.
Ooh.
As she,
My bad. Just kidding.
and she silhouettes on the wall, her metal wand in cinders basically on the ground.
I make sure that Helen is like, okay. Okay. And then I look
Coughing up
back at
blood.
Verity and I'm like, you can stop.
I mean, she could stop, but I don't think the
Put
cat
my hand
stopped.
back out to her.
I'm gonna stop the cat.
You go in.
As she seems perplexed, you hear another voice. As sitting up next to you is Alexia, the arbiter.
Hey, girl.
She sits up.
Hey, queen.
Good morning.
This is such a weird, like, foil, like when she first met Alexia.
Yeah.
And it's just like, ugh.
She looks kind of dazed. This older woman with white hair. She sits up. She looks towards you, seeing you wounded, but clearly seeing your Amber Knight armor. She looks around the room, seeing you bleeding, and Verity. Verity, stop. You can go back.
Girl, shut up.
I'm trying to save this pick-me. Can you heal me? I'm dying.
You chose me, not her. Me. As almost instantly the arbiter stands up, pulls out her own weapon from the side of the coffin, like fully in commanding mode. She's a traitor. Do not trust a word she says.
Oh, we weren't.
I can see that now. She raises her blade. Verity seems more tense than ever now. Yeah, she's last in initiative, but she wakes up and she joins the fight as
You
Alexia.
wouldn't have to be a healer, would you?
The magic essentially that you cast helped and shattered that last bit. She was connected by the same spell that Verity had casted before. They were both bounded in this death sleep. But as Verity left, so was a door opened. And she had to find her way. But in this moment, she looks towards you wounded. Stay strong, child. I will assist you. Blood.
As I hear that happening behind me, I'm gonna mouth to Verity like, let's go.
Back to you.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do as the building rocks?
So is the smoke still there currently?
It's starting to dissipate, and you do see rocks starting to fall off the building.
So you said that there were faucet lines in the wall.
There's faucet running through the entire building.
Is it exposed currently?
You do happen to see some piping that has been damaged and bent and exposed by disintegrate. as your hair is like blackened. You're like that cat that got hit by a firework and is
got
like
stuck in the chimney.
yeah, got stuck in the chimney.
So she's gonna really quickly bonus action heal herself
Mhm.
with healing words. So at 5th level, so I'm gonna do that first.
Okay.
It's not a lot, but hold on, I need to subtract the 83 health I lost.
Oh,
Again.
oh my gosh.
And she knows from what they were telling them that it doesn't have to be damage that Faustic has to get hit with. So she casts Thaumaturgy and just creates a little effect, targeting though where she sees the Faustic.
I want you to roll a d20 for me and add your spell attack modifier.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because, like, the scaffolding is exposed in the little tubes that run through the building, and there are probably cracks and marks in them.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how potent this is, I guess.
There's gotta be people waking up, right?
Yeah, no, people are waking up.
People
I mean, this all happens in like
Or awake.
10
yeah, 10,
seconds. No, it's probably been like
30 seconds.
30 seconds, kind of, you know, more or less.
It's weird to think about that, isn't
16
it?
plus
Yeah.
9.
16 plus 9. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I didn't think about this. In this moment, with the walls exposed, with the
Yeah.
energy out, you cast this spell. A light illuminates from below. The pipe fuses with this energy. The entire building illuminates with energy. In this moment, a horrible fire erupts from the pipe that is exposed into you. It's a bit of a side effect for this.
I hope you die.
Yeah, she probably will.
She's willing to die at this point. She knew going into this.
Clearly.
Wow, you really took
That
a
is
mother from your children.
Yeah.
it's 45 fire damage
She's down.
Not insta dead.
as a
No,
pipe
insta-dead.
explodes out. Flame erupts. All of a sudden, the building begins to shake. All of a sudden, rocks begin to collapse. Verity looks towards you as you fly into the window, Gwyn. The lights in here are so bright; they're growing brighter and brighter, like an energy surge. It's becoming blinding. That's right.
Oh, you speak up. What were you gonna do?
You know,
Well, I was hovering right next to the window. I haven't
sorry.
gone in.
Sorry, yeah. What I mean is, like, you're right there.
Okay.
You haven't like fallen anything or anywhere.
I'm still hovering.
There's a lot of stuff going on here.
No, it's
No,
okay.
the lights illuminate
I
like
get
a power
it.
surge. Everything becomes blinding. In this moment, I think Alexia grabs your arm, like no grip you've ever felt before, like straight up grabs it, maybe even hurting it a little bit, but
Yeah.
does not let go of you. I mean, yeah, she can kind of do this. You see this tether-like force pull onto you,
Oh.
Gwyn.
Yeah? Please tell me she's a
It seem-
cleric and
it
this is
seems
like
like-
we're teleporting,
It
right?
seems like Alexia has gripped you with some sort of energy like whip or something like that. Verity looks towards you and you look towards Verity. As the lights are growing so bright it becomes blinding. There's no better way to say this, but you hear a hum, crackling, crumbling. Energy creates static in the air. It itches your skin. You can't hear each other. But she says, very clearly, mouthing to you, I'm sorry.
Oh.
But she just shakes her head. I couldn't stop it. In this moment, as you clearly see her lips and read her words, as the lights grow brighter, before she can no longer see you, is there something Max says or tries to say?
He just reaches for her. He's trying to hold on to her.
She'll take your hand. And in this moment, you both think, about the memories you shared, the longing you had for each other, the wanting to love, but you couldn't give up the Amber loyalty. You were raised in the Amber loyalty. It's everything you knew, but you wanted to be together. But you needed to be higher up. You couldn't retire. You didn't know what else to do. And so you made some foolish pact, a dream, perhaps, that you guys couldn't hold on to change the organization. And one went down a different path, trying to become a leader, and was influenced by perhaps things that she didn't even understand. But she had willingly walked down a dark path. Light consumes the space. You feel static, you feel energy erupt across all your bodies.
Are any of us able to make an action?
You have a reaction.
Are we?
A reaction?
So what is happening?
It's-
Shield.
Is this
You're like blinded, basically. You feel tethered, and for the split second, you can see that you're tethered by the Arbiter. She has like casted an energy, like it almost looks like the lasso from like Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman's
you know?
lasso.
You know? But
does it
she
feel like she's gonna do something imminently?
feels like she's prepping something immediately.
Okay. I am going to go out on a limb and trust her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just like, there's nothing I can do. The most I can do is if there's a deck save.
No, yeah.
So there's no action but possible between up now and when whatever.
This is basically on the end of your turn. So
Okay.
this is a reaction moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have anything then.
Okay.
Can I like yell out something to Max?
Hmm.
Can I just be like, Max?
As you
'Cause I
Shout out.
imagine there's-
in that second, light, energy, everything gone, whiteness. Our campaign for today, our one shot, comes to an end. As for some may hear of this, Umberlin, its Magistrate Manor, the capital building of the building itself, erupted and exploded with such great force that it sent a shockwave. It was a random chance, and it makes sense.
It's incredible though.
Yeah, a blinding light, a light so bright that the world may have never seen it other than the stars itself, occurred that night in Umberlin. Maximilian, and Verity, two lovers that wanted to be together but were separated by their loyalty, but always tortured by their desire to love. They could never leave that desire behind, as Polyneer asks. They are never seen again, assumingly destroyed entirely in the destruction. A loving mother, a hopeful for the future, but indeed someone converted made a fanatic by the angry and aggressive beliefs of the Metallurgic Collective. Though believing in what you did was good, in some ways, it did aid your cause. As though the explosion erupted, as even though you died, even though maybe a mission wasn't complete, the justifications for an attack on Umberlin by the Velstian Empire is an act of war. And as seen as so, soon the armies marched across the border, and a war erupted once more.
We
However,
couldn't have stopped it.
Yeah. It was out of range.
However, new machines began to appear in this, what became known as the Second Initiative, a second wave of attacks in the Harakian continent.
Yeah.
With new machinery so advanced that the other side could barely stop it. Some of these machines were humanoid-like constructs, large and massive, colloquially called celestials, or metal angels, developed with strange magic that the Velstian Empire barely, if not at all, understood, and many members of the Metallurgic Collective barely understood. New machines of devastation, almost like divine creatures built for war. One was not on the battlefield. One was destroyed that night, in the largest photic explosion ever seen.
Yeah.
Woohoo! We did something.
We took out one, guys.
Perhaps-
we didn't technically do it.
Perhaps saving a few lives, perhaps stopping many from dying. Though soon, Agengresh would fall. But not forever. as with enough time, as the siege would take time, as they could not sneak a celestial, an construct of war and conquest into the city using a funeral barge that no one would have checked because it was belonging to the Amber Loyalty. It could not sneak into the city.
I knew
was
they
a-
were trying to sneak something.
It was a siege drawn out for many, many months. And with the guard and the coalition of the Heraclean continent, led partially by the nobility of the land and the empress of the Velstian Empire, Ermengarde, the Shield Maiden, they pushed back the attackers. And slowly but surely, after more years of war, the Metallurgic Collective was pushed out and rooted out of the Velstian Empire and the Heraclean continent. And eventually, they would collapse into nothing but horror and ghost stories for children to hear at night. Our heroes are not all dead, though. As in that moment, the Arbiters gain certain abilities by becoming partial celestials by achieving these higher levels of the Amber Loyalty. They essentially granted more power by Polynir, but it converts their body into not mortals, but magical creatures. This Tier 1 Arbiter does have access to certain abilities. Alexia, the Arbiter of the Amber Loyalty, in a split-second moment, activated her ability to ask of her god a miracle. And a partial success warped these three away. Altered by Fossick, however, you were teleported somewhere that was further than Alexia probably intended. Sent far to a northern tundra, or the south, who knows? You were lost in ice and wastes. But,
At least I'm snowy owl.
yeah, at least you're someone. But with your training, with Alexia's leadership, with the time it took to heal your wounds, as the magic and the Fossick explosion seemed to almost hurt you worse than you thought originally, you eventually found your way back to your homeland, able to join the Amber Loyalty once more. And that's where our one-shot ends for today.
Let's go, Ryan! Let's go! Let's go! We live! Yeah, we live! I didn't live last time we had a one shot like this, but I did today.
I didn't
boys,
expect
with
anything to
6
happen like this.
HP. Let's go!
This is
But,
what
yeah.
happens when you're a traitor, I
Hey,
guess. You
thanks for
just
checking
die.
in.
Good game, everybody. Good game. That was so fun.
Another
That was
wild
so
one shot.
fun.
Literally could have gone any way, but it was always going to sort of end in war.
I know.
We died. I thought we died
I was
too.
like, if we live though, I feel like we're gonna have like a lifelong trauma
Yeah.
on me and you.
But
we in it forever,
so we
girl.
can-
I did.
So we can close it out just for tonight.
Sorry.
We'll catch you in the next stream. But remember, no matter the outcome, even here, always let the dice roll.
Woo!
Gosh.
That was incredible.
Oh, fuck.